Welcome back to a bonus episode of Wrestling Around. That's right, we're doing the current stuff yet again. We're doing Royal Rumble 2021. But before we get into that, joining me is my only guest today. It's Lew Markham. Lew, how are we doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Thanks, Russ. Yeah, obviously we couldn't get Peters today because he's out for a walk on YouTube. I believe that's what he's doing.
Well, you know what happened when you say you're going for a walk. If you don't go for a walk at that time, then you'll die.
Yeah, he'd die. So he had to go.
You've got to do what you got to do.
He had no choice. It is weird, isn't it, going for a walk at the moment? Because it's like the film Speed, isn't it? The second you stop, you're arrested. You just got to keep you get out of your house.
True, yeah.
You just got to keep on walking until you get back home. It's mad.
Don't even think about getting the drink.
No, that's it.
As well.
Yeah, you bump into someone, but you can't even stop. Yeah, it's like a local.
That's a film idea, isn't it? Just walking about. Just imagine, they had like a tag on the leg or something that's gonna blow up as it stops moving.
You can't stop, yeah. And then it only
is that not the film Crank?
I've not seen Crank. Is that what
with
they do?
Jason Statham?
He's
got something attached to his heart.
Is in like a tear-free area?
No, I mean it's similar without being something. So I'm sure he's got something attached to his heart, and he needs to keep his adrenaline levels high. So he's like jumping out of planes and stuff.
That sounds quite busy, actually. I don't know.
So I think I haven't seen it. So
that sounds like constantly.
Let us know, guys.
Yeah, constantly moving for like a long period of time. It sounds like being on the Thunderdome. As we'll learn on Wednesday for the past. I've messed it up again. Kayfabe.
Kayfabe times. This is, I think we've worked out, this is our second Royal Rumble show.
Yes.
So we've got one coming out on Wednesday, which you all know about. That's 2008. We've got another one after that, 1992. Listen on 2008, but there's Thunderdome Experience.
Yes.
So you've had a busy weekend, haven't you? Thunderdome, staying up to watch this live.
I'm knackered, Russ. I'm not going to lie. Back at work tomorrow, but it's getting to me. I stay up late, but I try and get up in the morning, so I don't mess my sleeping pattern up too much. After Friday SmackDown, I was fine. I got up at 9. This morning, I got 11. So we're fine.
That's not what you need to do before you go back to work.
No, but it finished late, didn't it? It was like, and obviously I couldn't go to bed without listening to Adam Paci's reaction. So I was
obviously that goes without saying.
Yeah, it's his last stream for a while.
It was a long show.
It was a long show, but it didn't feel like a long show. Quite enjoyed it.
Well, that's the Rumble, I think.
The longest pandemic show by a long way, I think, by about an hour.
Well, I was expecting 3 hours or 3.5 hours, and I thought, well, it's 2 Royal Rumbles, they're going to be an hour each, so you've got no chance of it.
Yeah, and the
Royal Rumbles pass quick.
Yeah, but you thought Goldberg and Drew would kind of make up for that by going like. I mean, they went longer than I thought. That was probably Goldberg's longest match since he came back.
Well, the actual match was really short. There was just some shenanigans beforehand. We'll get into that.
We'll get into that.
Time.
That was the first match, wasn't it? What an opener.
Yeah. Well, was it the first match? I believe there was some sort of pre-show that you watched as well.
I forgot. This is the second recording this. Yeah. There was a pre-show, so I'll tell you everything that happened. There was the panel there. There was Booker T. Big night for Booker T. JBL.
That was odd.
Yeah, JBL was there, King, and Pete Rosenberg. Big night for Pete Rosenberg too, as we'll get into later on. Huge night.
Second coming of David Arquette, I think.
Yeah, and then R-Truth popped up dressed as Elmer Fudd because he was after Bugs Bunny. He was hunting him. But yeah, it almost foreshadowed what was happening later on because Pete Rosenberg said to R-Truth, he said, you're always saying that you're hiding from people, but yeah, everyone knows that every pre-show you're at this desk doing something. And look what happened later on. So good foreshadowing. He said he's no long-term story.
He's got a point, hasn't he?
That was like a show-long angle that went on there between R-Truth and Pete Rosenberg. But yeah,
you think R-Truth is told to turn up to shows? Because if I was the 24/7 champion, I wouldn't bother.
Country, especially now. Well, easy. Just like, I'm self-isolating. I'm quarantining. You can't come see me.
Definitely won't go on TV and say, look where I am.
Yeah, dressed as Elmer Fudd.
I'm at the show, come and pin me.
Yeah, no, he was after Bugs Bunny, but they were like, no, it's Bad Bunny who's there. Bad Bunny. And I'm like, there was a match as well. There was the shenanigans. It was a women's tag title match.
Oh God.
So Nia Jax and Shayna versus Charlotte and Asuka. Asuka just disappeared halfway through the match. Not really sure where she went. I feel like I missed it. Like I think she rolled out the ring, but then my mate Matt was like it was shenanigans. But at that point, I just didn't ask him what shenanigans because I was like, I've missed this now.
Well, it's the old classic WWE trope of two people that like each other but are in a tag team.
Yeah, well, but it was double. It was on steroids because both teams were the same. But then Ric Flair came out to distract his daughter. And then Lacey Evans came from behind and like attacked her a bit, and then something happened, and Nia got the win. So they're the new tag champs. Charlotte was livid.
Because I hate they do it in the women's tag team title all the time. Where the women's champion is in the tag team storylines. Well, let's just have two stories going. Sure, they can do that. You can do two stories.
I always think this is like can you imagine Roman Reigns being in a tag team title match on the pre-show?
Exactly.
And that's his only match, and he's not on the rest of the card.
It's
what happened with it. So I don't get why it happens to Asuka. You need to have I guess it would have been a long show anyway, but maybe that's what you need to do. You need to have the four world titles defended and the 2 Rumbles, and that's a lot. Yeah. Unless you do something like Brock last year, where you stick them in the Rumble. But I hope they stay away from that because I don't like it every year.
No, I don't like that.
Now again, this happened.
Yeah, but not. I don't know. I just the team to do it in the women. This is the two things you can take about the women's tag division or women's division in general in WWE. Well, to be fair, at least I've got one. Is 2 people will be best friends. Everyone seems to be best friends with Natalya, and then they turn on each other, and then the women's champion becomes a tag team champion. It happens all the time.
Well, they ain't going to. The women's tag titles were too soon. I could see why they brought them in.
Yeah,
they had no plan for them. They did have a couple of tag teams, but they broke them both up.
The Riot Squad got back together, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not so disappointed about Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose breaking up because I enjoyed the story.
Yeah, you're a big Sonya Deville fan.
I am a big Sonya Deville fan.
I do wish they'd finished that storyline properly, though. Obviously, real life circumstances got in the way, but
she's back now. She's GM or something.
I know she's doing it. I think Mandy's just fallen off a bit, hasn't she?
She should have been champion,
but
she's not on the same level.
Yeah.
But the one that really gets me is the Iconics, because what is the point? He's splitting them up. Put Peyton Royce in with tag team with someone else. Crap, I can't remember what it was.
Lacey Evans.
Why?
Say crap. She's going to be in a big money match at WrestleMania. I can sense it. Now.
Yeah, I don't know. And then they broke up Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. You should have brought the tag team titles in now with the Dusty Rhodes Classic, the women's.
Yeah. But then that'd be NXT then, wouldn't they?
They could have put Raw and SmackDown ones in.
What's it like the Cruiserweight one where just like, no, it's on the main roster now.
In the women's one, 3 brands in it.
Yeah, true. But I think if you start on I don't know. They've not been to NXT for a while, have they?
Not since Bayley and Sasha.
Yeah, they turned up and they got the You Deserve a Chance, which I know you loved.
There's a thing about women. There's a thing about women after the end of a match, which just gets winds me up.
Yeah.
But we'll get there. So that was the pre-show. Then Asuka and Charlotte have lost their titles to Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler
due to Ric Flair shenanigans.
Yeah, well, he's got a big supporter in the King later on.
Yeah.
But we'll get there. They've got a long opening video package to start off with. I didn't think it was that bad. It's just really, really long. But I guess there's loads of matches to put in, isn't there?
Yeah, it did go on a while. But I like the aesthetic this year, the superhero stuff.
Yeah, and the sort of casting. Where's Scotty Goldman when you need him? This was his...
Scotty Goldman. Where is he now?
Is it
AEW? Is it AEW? Yeah.
Is he part of the Dark Order or something?
Yeah, I think he is.
But he was forever in my heart, the Scotty Goldman talking to himself.
6 weeks, or it was on SmackDown.
He win one match.
Not even that was it. The biggest thing about Colt Cabana's WWE career is when CM Punk mentioned him in that pipe bomb promo.
yeah, pretty much.
His highlight.
He was the cartoon guy though, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I guess Neville was for a bit as well when they did the. He was a superhero, the Cosmic King.
Yeah. Ricochet, superhero.
Yeah.
Goldberg is a superhero for all the kids out there.
Yeah, well, that's why he does what he does.
That's what he does. That's why he loves it.
But, speaking of Goldberg, he's in the first match. But before we get there, we've got Michael Cole and Corey Graves. They're the SmackDown commentators. Tom Phillips, Samoa Joe, and Byron Saxton on Raw with a special guest commentator. Who I've got some comments to say about later on.
Yeah, disappointing that Joe was on there because I thought he was going to maybe pop back up again.
I can only assume he doesn't want to wrestle anymore.
Yeah, either that or it's like a Randy Savage situation where Vince don't want to wrestle anymore.
But he was main event, and then he went to.
Yeah.
The thing you've got to think about Samoa Joe is, yes, he hasn't been in WWE that long, but he has been wrestling since like 2000.
Yeah, but I feel like it petered out. A bit like Taz, wasn't it? I mean, Taz is more a commentator now, isn't he?
Well, Taz, his decline wasn't as quick as Taz.
No, that is true. Because as we discovered on next week's show,
Wednesday's show, yeah.
Yeah, Taz fell a long way in a year.
No, last week's show. The last show. We've just
it
done
was.
2000.
Yeah, we've heard it. Yeah, God, can't wait this out. Can't wait.
Kayfabe, guy. Keep kayfabe.
We need to start recording order again. I can't be dealing with this. Yeah, no, I was expecting just it goes to like number like 20 or random number. Let's look at 15. And then you just hear these Samoa Joe and his sexy elephant song, but like more like dominant than that, innit? And then he just stands up and rips his suit off. He gets in the ring.
When commentators come from the bench,
yeah,
that's the best bit.
Coach.
King's gonna have done it, I think.
King's done it because King like left mid sentence, went in, got knocked out, and then carried on his sentence when he got to the desk. Like, how about yours? I'm sure Michael Cole's done it one year. I'm sure there was 1 year where all three of them did it.
Right.
I can't remember. It was. I'm sure it was Cole, King, and it must have been Coach.
It would have been. Who else would it have been?
Could have been JBL, but it was. It might have been. I think it was JBL actually, but all three of them got in there.
Oh god, the actual uproar if that happened now, Boogie Saxton. But should we do the first match then? So we've got Goldberg challenging Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. Goldberg's in shorts.
Yeah, that was odd, wasn't it?
Having said that though, I've written on here, Goldberg is in better shape than most old wrestlers.
He's in better aesthetic shape.
Yes.
There was a terrifying moment quite early. I say early into the match. Everything was early into the match. But yeah, no, the shorts looked a bit odd. He's obviously borrowed them from Keith Lee's Raw debut, I think. Because they're like, maybe I'm going to, stop her on any discussion of men's shorts goes too far here, but they weren't like Brock Lesnar shorts.
No.
But they also were like Shelton Benjamin shorts. There was somewhere in between. They were like
slightly baggy squash shorts.
Yeah, it was just he stuck to his legs, but he didn't at the bottom. They were a bit flappy at the bottom. Just found it weird.
Goldberg's leg game's not as strong as it should be.
Yeah, but it might have been a quad issue because Triple H had to wear something similar on today because it hurt his quad.
Ah, that was the Elimination Chambers, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, so it might have been something to do with that. But that's just pure speculation on my part. That's not a wrestling around scoop, as you will get on Wednesday.
On Wednesday. Never listen out for that. There is a scoop on Wednesday.
Official wrestling around scoop. Now, that was just a pure speculation on my part that potentially Bill Goldberg's next to the quad injury right now.
Well, I like getting back to let's say Kane, because he's in the Royal Rumble spiral.
Yeah.
But he and Undertaker, these are guys who were at similar ages.
Yeah.
Granted, they've wrestled a lot longer than Goldberg. But all right, let's go back to then. Well, we're going back, but it's on Wednesday. Jimmy Snuka and Roddy Piper.
Yeah, no, it's some good points.
Goldberg's actually.
How old is he? 54.
Yeah, he's in really, really, really good shape.
He's in good shape. Yeah.
So I can
aesthetically, I mean, to be fair, he's not like to defend Kane. Goldberg's not like running a small town in rural Tennessee.
No, but he's not been running a small town in rural Tennessee for the past 10 years, has he? So,
no.
So I'm not just slagging off Kane.
It's not still a small town. I don't know. Knoxville might be a big town. I'm not sure.
I like Kane. I don't like his attire, as we'll get onto in the last
Yeah,
match.
I didn't like Kane in this match in later on, but we'll get to it.
We'll get to that. Goldberg and Drew McIntyre. So I know what I'm saying is I can see why they keep putting Goldberg near the top of the card because if Vince is a body guy, he looks good. I can see why they're doing it compared to other old wrestlers.
Do you find it weird that like no one brings up the Vince hates stuff that he didn't create anymore?
Yeah,
That used to be like a common thread on wrestling podcasts and news sites.
All things WCW. Goldberg, the most successful WCW wrestler.
You must be Booker T. No, Booker T's only had one title reign. If you got on longevity, it's Booker T, isn't it?
Or Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, I guess Ric Flair, but then that was the previous Ric Flair. Just like ignore Ric Flair. Yeah, Rey Mysterio probably actually. Yeah.
Oh, Booker did only have Rey Mysterio. Does he have two?
Yeah, one was like for an hour.
Yeah. I was going to say, one he got squashed by Cena for the
Babyface John Cena came out.
We should need to do that. We need to do an episode of John Cena versus Hulk Hogan. Like, it was the bigger dick.
Yeah. That'll be a good episode. Yeah. Still, that booking decision to this day baffles me. It was like nearly 10 years ago now, and it baffles me.
It's equivalent of Bret Hart losing to Yokozuna. Hogan just saying, "Well, I want a match now."
Yeah, apparently, so on Yokozuna's documentary, apparently Hogan came out and it was like, that could have been a mistake, brother. I've not seen it yet, but apparently it's the first time he admits that it was him who decided that. And it didn't really work. Yeah.
No, it did not work. So, yeah, let us know what you lot think. Is Goldberg the most successful WCW guy? It's got to be, hasn't he? It's got to be.
I guess so.
In terms of world titles.
Yeah, and he's in the Hall of Fame, and but then again, his win-loss record's probably lost more than he's won now.
I think that's what people were saying, aren't they? That's why it was probably like he doesn't win. Yeah. They thought he was going to win because his win-loss record would have gone into negative.
Yeah. But also, it's Goldberg, so it doesn't matter, does it?
No, he'll come back next year.
How many matches Triple H lost at WrestleMania?
Exactly, the most
lost
ever.
To anyone, yeah.
Mr. WrestleMania, Shawn Michaels has a negative record at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So that don't matter. Yeah. This match actually only went 2 minutes, but there was a lot of shenanigans beforehand. So McIntyre attacked him before the bell. And then he gets speared. McIntyre with a spear, that should be his finisher.
It's good, that, wasn't it?
Yeah, he looks good. Big. It's like Roman Reigns. No disrespect to Edge because he's your favourite of all time, but Edge has got no business doing a spear.
No, I do often think this. Like I saw someone defend it once. It was like Edge is more like a knife
than a sledgehammer.
Yeah, he goes like straight into you, but it's a cool move, isn't it? And it was cool when Edge was doing it off ladders and that.
Yeah, but she's got no.
Maybe he should use the execution more.
No, I don't like that either. So I don't know what his finish could be. That's like his weird DDT thing, isn't it? Because that's Paul Smackage's.
Yeah.
Well, like Roman Reigns doing it. Yeah, the Roman Reigns is, I don't know, like 18 stone of pure muscle days.
Roman Reigns gets like purely horizontal in the air.
And McIntyre, he's also a big lad, so I like his spear. His spear, a Goldberg is like a tackle in it more than a spear.
Yeah, just like you're going somewhere.
It's going to hurt. They stand up outside the ring, and then Goldberg spears McIntyre through the barrier, which is pretty cool. Before it even started, and then basically. I was going to do the highlights, but this is all that happens in the match. Goldberg kicks out of a Claymore. McIntyre kicks out of 2 spears and a jackhammer. Then McIntyre hits him with a Claymore again. 2 minutes. They shake hands at the end, passing her the torch. Is this Goldberg done?
Because I was convinced that Goldberg was going to win not once, but twice tonight. I think I said it on last week's episode. Yeah, I was like, they're going to do Goldberg Reigns. They could still do Goldberg Reigns somehow. Elimination Chamber.
I don't think it is. Goldberg's not finished because he's lost to McIntyre.
Yeah, no, but I hope he is finished at the world title now because we didn't need that aggro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it was a nice match. And I think when Goldberg's opponent can move, the matches are quite good, even at a short. Like even the one against I hate Dolph. Obviously, he's the worst, but his match was good, and he actually thought Dolph was going to win, which is mad.
Well, that was my next thing. Goldberg come back and just beat up annoying people like Sami Zayn and The Miz and Dolph.
That's it. Yeah. I did think of
a bit like Stone Cold. Like he comes in, stuns someone crap.
Yeah,
that'd be Goldberg now.
Yeah, they can have a match, but I thought of the perfect opponent for him, but it's gone. John Cena, even though that's not exactly what we said at all, but I thought that'd be nice. In WrestleMania, 2 or 3 minutes of FUs and jackhammers, and doesn't really matter who wins, is it? Because they're both legends anyway.
This is my other point with go-back matches. The first ones were listener, yeah, right, finish on the finish, that's good. But that's it.
Mhm.
I know exactly that's going to happen now. I was watching this thinking this is going to be a couple of spears, a couple of claymores, somebody will win.
Yeah, I think Jack from Cultaholic described it as it's like you just put like unlimited finishes on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. The only issue is that him and Brock are both doing the same match formula now. Well, obviously Brock's not been here for a while. He's not been here for like
which is annoying.
Yeah, has he? But yeah.
Because Brock can do 20 minutes.
Yeah. But yeah, his
Brock
Strowman. I think even Goldberg said his Strowman match was rubbish last year. Just did it because he had to, basically. He had no choice.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. Yeah, I thought they did it well because they put it on first, and everyone was like, "Well, maybe they're getting out of the way because they're going to give Goldberg the title, so just get out of the way." And yeah, no, he lost clean, which he had to because I thought he was going to. I thought he messed up that jackhammer. He didn't really land on him properly. Like it looked like he was just putting him down rather than actually jackhammering him. And then I felt like, but yeah, it's going to end on here, and it's
he landed on his feet first, didn't he?
The internet's going to set on fire here. Like it's literally just going to. I'm going to put my phone down because Twitter is just going to burn up on my phone. And then I lost clean. So I was like, nice start. But then everyone still thought, oh, hang on a minute, he's going to come in at the end, and he's a face 10. He was kind of heel one, even though one really. He's the heel. Everyone, no one would go back to win.
It would have been. He would have been face if they'd have aired the other promo.
Yeah. But then with Drew being heel, I was just Drew was just going to say something accidentally, like, oh, all you old guys up there. And I was like, hang on a minute, what? But yeah, but no, just.
Yeah, maybe.
Goldberg just comes out and just does his promo anyway. Classic Bill. But yeah, so he was the heel, and I thought maybe it's the face time. We said he could go on and face Roman. Obviously, it didn't happen, but they did it well.
Yeah.
And it was it's a good match. That's what it was. That's
it still could happen.
It used to be. Yeah, 5 stars for me.
It still could happen. Because I can't imagine the winner of the Rumble going against Roman.
Oh, that's why I think
it might happen.
That's why I think it's gonna. We'll get to the end. We'll get to the end, but I've got a theory.
But all right, okay, keep that. We'll put a pin in that for now. I'm glad McIntyre won because I think he deserves to have a title match in front of the crowd.
Yeah, he does.
I think everyone slags Raw off, but McIntyre has been killing it.
Yeah, no, I think
McIntyre is the best
good champion
by far.
Yeah, he's been a good champion in the really difficult circumstances. So nice for him to be that and have that win. The only thing I thought is that he might lose because remember he lost to Orton at Hell in a Cell, and everyone was like, he might lose just so he can win it back in front of a crowd. But I don't think you could do a Goldberg Drew rematch because everyone will know what it is. Like Goldberg's only doing like 2 matches a year. Like he's gonna have one more match and maybe he's gonna be done. So it's like that's the issue of Goldberg in title matches. Really, is like even if he wins it, he's going to drop it on his next. He's not defended the world title for however long has he? He's just going to drop it. Dropped it twice
since he's not done it since Hogan, has he?
Oh, he's world heavyweight champ one. I assume he defended it at least once then, but I can't remember.
Probably, but he didn't have that many matches, did he?
Yeah.
Right, that's the first match then. A good start then for what you'd expect from a Goldberg McIntyre match. We'll move on then to the SmackDown Women's Championship match, which winds me up. It should be the Universal Women's Champion or the WWE Women's Champion. I don't know why they're brand specific, but whatever.
Yeah, same with the tags, because then you won't have to get that ridiculous thing of when New Day and Street Profits just swap titles.
Yeah. It's because they're the wrong colour for the brand.
Yeah, so it's just call them the same, and then I don't know. Yeah.
So Carmella is with Reginald. Sasha Banks is obviously the champion. Reginald and Sasha Banks had a match, I think, with basically just Reginald doing loads of flips and stuff. But he keeps getting involved throughout this until we get a ref throw out. Not the best ref throw out we've ever seen.
No, I do love a good ref throw out, but
how did you rate the refs throw out?
It's a good 5 out of 10 because they didn't really sell it, did they? Like other people have done in the past. Like, I think it's difficult when there's only one person.
Reginald should have fell to the floor immediately.
Yeah, just absolutely distraught. And Carmella should have been like, "No, Reggie," because it's good when they go, you're out of here. But when there's only one person, you can't really. I mean, the referee didn't give enough hand actions either for me. still think he was good. It was
No,
still
the referee
entertaining,
should have sold it more, I think.
It was no Spirit Squad getting thrown out at one time, like 15 years ago.
I cannot find anywhere. It was on like a random episode of Raw.
I don't even know what it was on. Yeah. Yeah, it was just like a Raw.
I find it though.
2006?
Yeah, I think so. Wow. Was it? Is it a coach match? Somebody, I don't know. Somebody.
That's how they debuted. They actually debuted, costing the King his match against Coach for a spot in the Royal Rumble. That's how they debuted.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Coach chant and Coach picked up the win in the 2006 Royal Rumble.
It's started off hot then, I guess.
Yeah.
Sasha Banks, how ridiculous is that? So that was 2006.
Yeah, we'll cover on our Coach specialist later on.
Yeah, whenever it's his birthday. I think we mentioned
we missed it. It was January, wasn't it? I'm sure we missed it. Was that Batista?
Because we're doing another Rumble. No, we've done Batista.
Yeah, I get them two mixed up.
We did Batista.
Coach and Batista.
Oh, yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
Which one would have been better in Guardians of the Galaxy?
Actually, the Coach is Drax. I don't know if they're the same.
It's me, Drax.
Yeah. Of course. That's what's up. Like, enough said. Coach or Drax. Yeah. No, I don't think it worked. Big Day is quite good in that role. Maybe he could have played someone else, like Iron Man. Captain America.
Which is in any Avenger.
Maybe Thanos. Maybe he just got all the way. Thanos. This Coach.
Yeah, that'd be good stuff. Sasha Banks retains her title after she wins using the bank statement. This only went 10 minutes. I thought this was probably the worst match on the card. I just think I knew Carmella wasn't going to win.
Yeah, it felt like she wasn't going to win, but I thought it was all right. Like I thought Carmella's a lot better than she was like in her first title reign. She's got a good assistant. It did look like she'd been shoved like right down the card by the end of the night. Given a Rumble appearance.
Yeah.
But
no,
this is all right. I think they had a better match. Was it on SmackDown or was it the last pay-per-view? I can't remember. I think they've had a better match like in this feud. This didn't really...
Did they get TLC? Did they have a match TLC?
It might have been TLC. Yeah, this didn't really add much to it. It didn't really have to happen, did it? But again, the women's division isn't big enough to kind of cover a 30-woman Rumble anyway, so I guess like you may as well there's no point in wasting a fresh feud on this on the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Get them all in there.
I get you.
At least to give her a match other than like the first time they had the women's Royal Rumble where the champions were just sat on big chairs outside because they had nothing to do. So it's better than that.
The winner of the first Rumble wasn't overshadowed by Ronda Rousey in a really big jacket.
All that stuff happened, yeah. So at least this was better than that. That whole scenario.
Yeah. I do like Carmella's shifting character. I think this character suits her a lot better than Princess of Staten Island, where she doesn't even sound like she's from Staten Island anymore.
No, she's from Boston, isn't she? There's no one here.
Is that where she's from originally?
Yeah, she didn't have a New York accent.
She did for a bit, didn't she? She did NXT.
She did. My name is Carmel. Yeah, she did, yeah.
And then she did for the first couple of weeks on SmackDown, and then she lost it halfway through a feud with Nikki Bella. Yeah,
and she stopped doing the amazing promo at the beginning, but then I guess Enzo. So it's probably for the best.
Yeah, I know, but that was long before Enzo got fired.
Yeah, I know, but it was the point where everyone realised it was rubbish.
Yeah. Do you know when they should have won the tag titles in London?
Yeah, either London or is it Roadblock?
Yeah.
Where they did an NXT match on the main roster, it's like a network special or whatever on it.
Yeah, that was Ambrose versus Triple H on it.
Yeah, it's good show, that nice little show. But yeah, one of them too. But yeah, it just never happened for him, did it? And now look at him. Don't know where they are now.
Ooh, they turned up at Ring of Honor.
That bombed, didn't it? So
I don't know what they do. It's called Real One now, isn't he?
Yeah, he was like a rapper for a bit, but now he wasn't. Now he's back wrestling again. And
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I will always love him though for when he was on the Stone Cold.
It turned up in a crowd, didn't it, that time?
Yeah. Which also bombed.
That wig. Yeah, what's he doing?
He does explain himself on somebody's podcast. So Stone Cold or Jericho's. He does explain why he did it.
No explanation for that.
I will always love Big Cass for breaking into the song Sherry. Is it Cherry? Sherry baby.
All right,
Sherry,
us singing.
Sherry baby. I think it's Sherry.
I'm gonna need more.
That's legitimately anyway. I'm pretty sure it's Frankie Valli. He breaks into that on the Stone Cold's podcast like more randomly than I have just done that. So, that'll be in his archive somewhere. You might have to subscribe to Podcast One or whatever he's on to find it. But it's in there. And if you do, while you're in Stone Cold's archives, find the one where he has a match with Fly.
It's possible until Wrestling Around came on. That was probably the greatest piece of wrestling podcastery.
Yeah, podcastery. The greatest piece of podcastery.
Yeah.
Because there's the half an hour rant first about why he doesn't like flies.
He has a match. He specifies the venue and everything. That's what I love about it. It's in the Rosemont Horizon. They can't just have it anywhere.
He gets to pick the venue, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He's Stone Cold. Wrestles in his terms. Careful, that's his last ever match.
What, the Fly?
Yeah.
Yes, he goes out like all good old wrestlers. He goes out on his back.
Yeah.
After running from Jimmy Superfly Slicker. Is it because they both have fly in the name?
I assume so, unless he's like really into insects.
That's what the commentator says.
Yeah.
This alliance between Jimmy Superfly. Just listen, everyone go back and find it. Listen, it'll be on YouTube or something, I imagine now. Just go listen to it. We'll go backstage then. We've got Xavier Woods and Big E. New Day sort of reforming, I guess. Sami Zayn joins. Is he doing some sort of like conspiracy gimmick thing?
Sure is, Ross. Yeah, it's a conspiracy theory against Sami Zayn.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's based on some sort of political thing at the minute.
I assume that's what they're going for. Whether Vince realizes that it's taking a piss out his mate, I don't know. But yeah, it was because he got stripped of the Intercontinental title, didn't he? When he was like aware, but then he won it back. Right. I think Big E won it, and it was maybe some nefarious shenanigans going on around it. So it's a conspiracy.
Yeah, so was it a triple threat? Did Big E win it a triple threat? So never actually pinned Sami Zayn?
No, I feel like it was just Sami Zayn's foot was under the rope or something, I think.
Right. There's some sort of conspiracy. Kofi Kingston joins up the three of them then to reform the New Day. He's in his gear. He says he's not competing, but he's still in his gear. Which is a nice tribute to Brody Lee.
It was, yeah.
Didn't really mention it again. We thought the commentary team would have mentioned it or something.
Yeah, you would have done.
It's not like they're hiding it away. They're showing it on camera. Because they just said. But that was nice of them. And I liked about the New Day is they're on different brands, but they've not broke up the New Day.
Yeah, well, yeah, because there's been random times where they've come out together. Like all three of them came out for some of the Survivor Series, and then Big E just disappeared after the break.
Yeah,
is it what film? What game of the year is it? Gears of War?
I think so. Yeah,
Gears of War. They're in Gears of War, or Halo, one of the two.
I think it's Gears of War.
One of the two Xbox ones. And then Big E and Xavier tagged on the India special last week, I believe. I didn't watch it, but I believe they tagged on there.
I think if you're going to split them, that's fine. Big E's doing his thing and he's doing well at it. You don't need to break up the tag. You don't need to have them.
Yeah, it was good that he didn't have to turn each other or anything, so they can kind of have those little moments and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I liked how Big E was in the Thunderdome the first time they wrestled on Raw and he was on SmackDown.
Well, everyone has to turn up in the gear. That's the rule, isn't it? We then got another segment which is weird. Bad Bunny is here, Grammy winning, chart topping artist, I guess.
Yeah, I've not heard of him, but apparently he is quite a big deal, isn't he?
I don't know why. He performs his song Booker T with Booker T stood there. G.I. Bro, was he supposed to?
Yeah, I'm sure one of the commentators. I come back out through a joke and I said it was his G.I. Bro gear.
He stood there, not moving all the way while Bad Bunny sort of wraps around him.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I thought the song was shit, but
yeah, it won't my cup of tea, us. But yeah, it's like used as a prop, basically a Booker T.
Until right at the end, he says, "Can you dig it, sucker?"
Yeah,
and then that was it.
Dances.
That was just so weird. I wasn't describe it because it's basically just some guy dancing and rapping around Booker T who's not moved for 3 minutes.
Basically, that's what it was. Yeah, it was. I'm sure they had a music video where he does the same thing. He's in the same gear as well.
Right.
But yeah, no, I can't believe the actual go Booker T to just stand there for however long.
That won't be his only dealings with Booker T. He'll be back later on. And then we get the classic Royal Rumble by numbers video. There's we all know the records, but the ones that stuck out for me here was there's only ever been 30 winners, and there's been 1,130 entrants.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you could do a Royal Rumble of Royal Rumble winners.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm assuming that includes the women.
I believe, yeah, it does. Yeah, I think there was a Cultaholic video the other night where they did what happened to each one, and it was 30 overall.
Right. I think it's shockingly. I think it was either 14 or 16. I think it was 14. I've only ever gone on to win the title.
Yeah, I mean, for the first half, it was just a match.
Yeah.
So like Hogan won it twice for no reason, other than
he's the only champion to win it, wasn't he?
Yeah, other than it was just Hogan. And then I think it was 93 where the title match thing started.
Yeah, 92, as we'll find out in 2 weeks, was for the title.
Bloody hell, it was, yeah.
Triple H won the title in the Rumble.
He did.
So I guess there's a few there. But yeah, still, you can probably maybe get rid of 10. So not many people, but I'm not going to win it.
Yeah.
But you think that, Royal Rumble, it's like Money in the Bank, Royal Rumble, Money in the Bank winners, they're going to win it at the...
Yeah, and I think they did for a while, but it's quite a few. The recent ones have won, haven't they?
Last 4 winners have won it. I think Nakamura and Asuka were the last ones not to win it.
Yeah, 2018 won it. Yeah, neither of them wanted to that year.
No, which was I expected Asuka to win.
Yeah, given it was the first women's
and she was unbeaten.
Yeah, problem is you got to lose at some point when you.
I know, but she would look like an absolute monster.
Yeah, if you were doing it, you want to put a second in the card, would you as well? That was
exactly
strange.
But enough of that. We've got the women's Royal Rumble match. The King joins the commentary team. I've put here King James comes. Really? This is before he heard him say anything.
Yeah, just.
And then halfway through the match, he says, "This is just like his heaven." And he tells Byron Saxton, "It's even better if you pretend they're fighting over you." Just King, mate. Right, these were uncalled for 20 years ago. Just
stay back in the late 90s, King. That's why you were good. A lot of people liked you.
Stop destroying your legacy.
Why did they bring him out? Is it fair the fourth time in a row they brought him out for the Women's Rumble now?
Yeah, why the women's? Is the sex is big?
Every time.
Why not? You've got Beth Phoenix.
Yeah.
Is the commentator on their NXT.
Yeah,
if you need to bring up another person, bring her up.
Bring back Stephanie, right?
Well, she was better than... She pretended she knew every wrestler.
She was best person.
You ain't got a clue.
She invented the sport that they were doing.
She did invent women's wrestling. That is true. We can all thank her for just inventing women in general. But come on, just stop it, King. Stop. Yeah. We're making a petition now. Stop King.
Just unnecessary King. Unnecessary Lawler.
When
I watch the pre-shows as well, it always just feels like King just like hates being there for some reason. I just get that vibe from him. It's like, this is shit, innit? I hate Pete Rosenberg. That's what he's saying.
He's best for everyone because he obviously hates being demoted to the pre-show.
Yeah.
So that's just not having there at all. The best for everybody can go to his restaurant or whatever it is in Memphis.
I reckon it'd be good in AEW.
Whatever do you love?
You got a lecture over the women's division there, is he? Because they have one.
Yeah, he's going to join the 15 people in commentary already.
Fine, yeah. Just another commentator. Throw him in. It's like SmackDown used to have 4 commentators at one point, didn't it? It was mad.
It's like the was it a Survivor Series where they all commentated all the time?
The Royal Rumble, which I imagine we'll find out on Wednesday, last 2008, was like that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
6 commentators.
Yeah, that's just just WWE, just put him out of his misery. Just stop it. Let him paint. He's a real good painter, isn't it?
No, I'd let him sit there with a headset on, but just don't record
it. He doesn't do it at home. It's just the same with a headset on.
It's just there like, hey, Byron, hey, fight over me, hey. Like no one can hear him.
Because he won't know that no one can hear him.
Exactly, because he didn't watch it, is he?
Yeah, God. Maybe figured it out.
Unless JR texts him like, oh, Sasha Fresh, you know, Well,
you can't be watching the anime, can you, JR?
No, I don't watch
Well,
it at all.
JR in his podcast comes across as quite progressive now. He always thinks all the women stuff is crap. So you probably don't want him there either.
No, they're best friends then, so I love it, true. They're always
But,
hanging out, having a barbecue.
That's my rant about King over. Stop, King. Very similar.
Stop what you're doing.
Get rid of him. We've got number 1 and 2 then, is Bailey and Naomi. A bit of a shock. Bailey, for some reason, had coal shaved into the back of her hair.
Yeah, she's got like a little feud going on with Michael Cole. But I wish they should have told her really, shouldn't it? It wasn't going to be a commentary because he wasn't even out there, was he? So she's just like, yeah, Tom Phillips. Look at this.
No, he wasn't there because he did the men's one.
Yeah.
I wish they didn't tell her right before she goes out. She's like done it, and then Cole walks past in the back just as she's about to go. She's like, "What? No. Oh, what?"
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh,
good improv there." She's like, "Well, I'm just going to rant at Tom Phillips anyway." Then because Paul's not there.
Someone get her a scarf or something to cover it.
Yeah, awkward start that. Yeah.
It was just weird. It was weird anyhow, and it's even weirder when he's not there.
Mm-hmm.
Naomi, she's number 2.
Yeah, she's returned. I can't remember when she left. It's been a while.
I didn't know.
Yeah, but she did a big return last year in the Rumble as well, and she never disappeared for a bit. She's in the same this year.
Yeah, she got good form in Battle Royale. She's former at Mae Young. No, was it Mae Young?
WrestleMania.
No, WrestleMania. Fabulous Moolah. It was
WrestleMania. It was the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal.
Right. Yeah, she was a former winner of that.
Yeah, she was.
And she's a 2-time SmackDown champ. Lead them to start. Then we get Bianca Belair. She comes in at 3. That's pretty notable. Billie Kay comes out number 4. She joins the commentary team.
This annoys me. Right. I know it's wrestling and the rules are all over the place. But why wouldn't everyone just not get in the ring? I think like the rule should be you've got to get in the ring before the next person comes out.
Yeah.
So you can do your shenanigans. But then you've got 90 seconds to get in the ring, basically. So
because
you can have your long intro if you're Undertaker. Do what you want. But you've got to be in the ring before the next person comes out. Because otherwise you just missed it last year. And it's like, why don't everyone do this every year? Yeah. And they always get in at a stupid time. It gives them no advantage anyway.
Yeah, they don't get in last.
They just look like geeks. Like,
she could
get in the bloody ring.
She could have rolled out and done the same shtick and then come back in.
Yeah. If it was a real sport, I'd have serious rule changes, right? That rule. And also, even if you go under the bottom rope, you've got like a minute to get back in the ring once you're out.
Yeah, well,
which will come into the men's one more. Sorry, said me. But yeah, there's no sport integrity, is there? And I'm all about it.
Well, there we go. Not a fan of Billie Kay.
No, Billie Kay's entertaining, but get in the ring. Come on.
Yeah, not a fan of Billie Kay breaking the rules then.
Oh.
To be fair, what would be a justifiable punishment? Would it be getting shot in the face by a cannon?
Yeah, I thought she was going to get one over, to be honest, and she'd get taken out completely. So yeah.
So Shotzi Blackheart comes out in a cannon. She's in NXT. I don't really know much about her, to be honest.
I was in a Royal Rumble sweepstake on Twitter,
right,
with popular wrestling personality Denise Salcedo, who just came from nowhere and is on like every podcast now. But anyway, so I joined her sweepstake, and I had number 5, and it was Shotzi, and she's first out.
Yeah, she was. I did one of them gift things, and I can't remember who the man was, but I definitely got Naomi used.
Yeah,
as the winner, so I was a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, she had a good shine.
And then who else comes in? Shayna Baszler comes in. She did. Tony Storm, she's in it. Shotzi's the first one out. Shayna Baszler, she had a good one. Jillian Hall returns.
Wow, that was random.
What?
Yeah, she wasn't that big for that long, was it? Because my mate Matt, who started watching in like 2014, had no idea who Jillian was, and I was like, "Yeah." So she was JBL's secretary. Was
she out by?
Like 2010, 11.
Yeah.
She was JBL's secretary. She had like a big.
No, before that,
growth on her face.
It was. She was JBL's secretary, or like 2006.
2006, yeah. Because she had a big growth on her face.
And then Boogeyman
ate it.
Boogeyman. And she didn't have a growth on the face, and then she wanted to sing. Yeah,
and then it was like Brooke Hogan, wasn't it? So it was like, it must have been like 2008 time. Yeah, Very random.
Is that because Brooke Hogan wanted to? Did she want to release a song or something?
Yeah, but Hulk Hogan was in TNA.
Is that where the singing
one,
thing comes
so
from?
I think apparently that's where it came from. It was like a mocking Brooke Hogan, apparently. According to
she wanted to sing.
Dave.
She oh, right. She did all right in this Royal Rumble. She teamed up with Billy Kay. So Billy Kay
I think she was one
stayed
of the
out
ones
of the
where
ring till number 8.
The women's Royal Rumble, they bring back like legends or like former people who were there in the past, not necessarily legends, and they make them too strong like that. Like Michelle McCool like put 5 people out. Why isn't Jillian just like a comedy bit that's going straight back out? You don't have the honky tonk man coming back in and ducking people out during that. Like it just didn't make any sense to me. It wasn't offensive, it didn't really affect anything, but it was just like I thought she'd only be in there for about 20 or 30 seconds or something.
Yeah, and especially since I don't know. She just Shotzi Blackheart. She was in War Games, wasn't she? She's a big thing on.
Yeah, she was the host of Halloween Havoc and that, wasn't she? I think she was she's quite a big one for the future.
So, I mean, somebody's got to go up first.
Yeah,
somebody's got to go up first. But they could have done the Gyllenhaal and Billy Kay thing much earlier. Yeah. But then you would have had Gyllenhaal at 5, so it would have been even worse.
Yeah, it would. I'm going to win, was I? I thought 5 was terrible, but
no,
it was. True. Yeah, bad number.
We then get Ruby Riott, a return for Victoria.
Yeah, that was good.
To mess with.
Enjoyed that. Yeah, that was old Nicki Minaj. We covered that in the archives, haven't we? That was Nicki Minaj, when she was just like she just did random stock music, and that was one of them. But yeah, fact, I should have tweeted that. That'd have been a big tweet. That'd have took us around to the mainstream. That one.
The banged, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think that would have gone.
But yeah, no, because she always she's always been there. Like I always like asking everyone's like, Victoria, when you coming back, and she's like, I've just never been invited for like years now. She's been like one of the most retained, because I just assumed that Molly Holly was going to be in this because she's in it every year. So I was
she's busy stood watching it. Ivory get ducked.
Yeah, but Victoria wanted an evolution and anything, like she wasn't there. So it was a nice one.
Because she went to TNA. She's more known for a TNA work, isn't she?
I don't know. But she could do a job in the women's division. Again. How old is she?
She's no worse than some of them. She's one of the older wrestlers who can actually wrestle. There's like Aaron Mickey James and Beth Phoenix. She's not one of the models turned wrestlers.
No, I enjoyed
like Gillian Hall.
I enjoyed it with
yeah. Peyton Royce is up there. They do a little iconic thing.
That was quite funny actually. She was like, so she's trying to get into the Riot Squad on SmackDown. So it was like she was going to do it, and then Ruby Riott, and then Ruby Riott turned around, and that's why she was acting like really awkward, like, "Oh no, I'm not doing that."
Oh right.
She's trying to join another group. Yeah. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing at the moment.
I get it. Santana Garrett, she's NXT call up. Liv Morgan, who've remembered the Riot Squad. But then we start getting some eliminations. Jillian Hall's limited by Billy Kay. Billy Kay's limited by Liv Morgan, so I guess she's not joining the Riot Squad after all.
No.
Rhea Ripley is in. Toni Storm didn't last long. I thought she was about the next big thing at one point.
Yeah, she was, yeah. She had a better show. She was in last year, wasn't she? I felt like she had a better show last year.
She lost like 20 minutes last year. So,
yeah.
Rhea Ripley had a really strong showing. Aaron Shayna Baszler pretty much clear the ring. Charlotte Flair comes in at 15. Is there anybody more annoying in wrestling than Charlotte Flair?
I thought she was going to win it. I was convinced.
She's Roman Reigns. She's old Roman Reigns.
She's going to be in a title picture somewhere, but then she might not, because she might end up with Lacey Evans, might she? At WrestleMania, possibly.
It doesn't have to be. It just seems like every title picture that they have, every title thing, is have a Bayley and Sasha, or Charlotte Flair just gets wedged in there somewhere.
Yeah,
the old Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey thing. Why was Charlotte Flair wedged in? There's no need for it.
Yeah, just I don't know.
Read that Ronda couldn't do a good match.
Yeah, there's just not that many women at a really high level, is there? I kind of can see why they put her in all the time, because it's like when you look at like outside of the Royal Rumble, because anything can happen. But when you look at like people who are facing against Charlotte or Sasha, like like Sasha Carmella, it was obvious Sasha was going to win, right? Because Sasha's just the biggest star. Yeah. Carmella's not going to carry the title into WrestleMania. There's not many women at the moment where it feels like they could.
Yeah, well, we have one, but we keep
the
sticking the tag team title there.
I keep forgetting who the Raw.
I don't give a shit. Because I don't care about it. Shayna Baszler should have been this champion, but she never was.
Yeah.
She should have just absolutely destroyed everyone. She should have been the Rumble winner last year. She definitely should have won it. Did she win the Elimination Chamber?
Yeah, she won. She eliminated everyone. I mean, she had a really strong show in the Elimination Chamber, but then she lost to Becky.
She should have beat Becky Lynch. That was perfect timing for Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch could have then took time off. That would have been fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It is what it is. I said it's still tiny. Probably isn't for Shayna because she's 40 or something, isn't she? She's in her 40s.
Yeah, she was an absolute beast. I'm not this thing of where everybody from NXT needs to come up and immediately be champion, but she should have been.
Yeah. They built it up that way. I think
especially how strongly they booked her.
They just lost an era, I think, for some reason.
But she was brilliant. She was a brilliant champion in NXT. But never mind. Other notable people have come in. Tori Wilson, she's back. Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
Ric Flair.
She's
Ric Flair comes out with number 18.
She was actually Ric Flair.
For a time it was, wasn't it? He obviously introduced Lacey Evans. It was maybe Charlotte's robe, which was weird.
Feathers everywhere for this.
Yeah, no, come on. It's not meant for wrestling. It's meant for show, isn't it?
Yeah, just
too many feathers.
Feathers all over the place. It was just like a buddy who's back at like WrestleMania 20. It was like a bloody pillow fight, wasn't it? In there, not many feathers flying around.
Bloody purple feathers all over the
King was loving it at this point.
Oh God, I think it was around here. He said his weird line.
Oh yeah, he saw the feathers. He loved it.
Yeah, he probably did his weird eyes popping out his head look that he always does.
Yeah.
Get a grip, man. You're about 80. Alicia Fox comes in at 21, and then R-Truth comes out. He enters the ring because he's chased by everybody else. Alicia Fox and R-Truth fight off all the sort of challenges. So Akira Tozawa, Drew Gulak, and Better Carrillo. He's felt far already from last year.
Yeah, so's Drew Gulak. He was having like bangers with Daniel Bryan, wasn't he? Last year. And then R-Truth's pinned by Alicia Fox. She's the new 24/7 champion. Mandy Rose then comes in. Alicia Fox is thrown out, and then R-Truth reclaims his title. How long does he keep it hold of it for? Not long, Ross. Not long at all.
He must be up there with the most championships ever, purely on the 24/7.
I think so. He'll be beating Raven now, surely.
Hey, he loses it.
It's like nearly 50 times now, I think. Just
like
his title,
ever, though.
I thought eventually it would have moved away from R-Truth, but it's been like a solid year and a half.
I'm surprised they're still doing it. I mean, they're still. I do find them. I don't watch all the time, so I do find them slightly entertaining. But it's always the same thing.
It's always a roll up these days, isn't it?
R-Truth gets rolled up, and then somebody wins it, and then there's some more shenanigans, and R-Truth rolls him back up and runs off his title.
I believe that Rob Gronkowski is the longest reigning 24/7 champion.
Yeah, it's because he did a runner.
Consistent reign. Yeah, that's what everyone should do.
he refused. Yeah, that's it. He refused to go back onto.
But I mean, to fair, as far as I know, that Pete Rosenberg's not lost it yet. So,
well, spoiler alert!
Yeah, spoilers. But yeah, he's getting up there on the longest title reigns.
Yeah, he will. What else happens in it? Rhea Ripley eliminates a few more people. She's having a good rumble. Tamina, I always make Tamina to be a big deal. She's crap.
She ain't gonna win it, is she?
No, nobody ever thinks she's gonna win it, but she's always there.
No, I guess it's like the way they always use like Big Show somewhere in it when they're like, oh, who's gonna get off the top rope? And it's but they always do. They always find a way.
Alexa Bliss is in at 27, but then she's limited by Rhea Ripley in the middle of a transformation.
This was weird. I thought this was going to lead to something, and it just didn't.
I thought she was going to do it after she was eliminated, come back and just beat everybody up.
Yeah, just nothing. She just disappeared. Very strange.
So the old, Alexa Bliss, the Alexa Bliss fiend, is she going by the fit? I don't know. Her alter ego. How to beat her? Just when she's about to transform, kick her in the head.
Yeah.
There you go.
Kick her out. But apparently she's on Raw tonight responding to Randy Orton.
Well, that was weird. So Randy Orton's in about 5 different feuds, isn't he?
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss is in loads of different feuds. Just don't put Alexa Bliss in. She needs to be in.
No, I felt he could have. It was just weird, wasn't it? It was just this big deal. She's been like in the main event segments of Raw for the past month or so. And then she just disappeared.
They made the right big thing, and then Rhea Ripley is just some sort of demon slayer, I guess.
Yeah,
it could have been.
It was almost like she was almost like I have no time for your voodoo bullshit. I just threw her out, but it was just just what all fans think. But it was just I don't know. I always thought I used to just think the same thing when Undertaker was in the ministry, and there was like one time where I was like, "Oh no, you're just a guy called Mark who thinks it's the Undertaker." And it just But when you start looking at it, like oh yeah, it's just someone just dressing up, and it's like when Roman Sabrera was like, "You're just a freak in a mask." Like it's just like, oh yeah, it's just some guy dressing up.
Yeah,
just you gotta suspend your disbelief a little bit. I think it just made it look ridiculous, didn't it?
It did make it look ridiculous. I think somebody else could have come in at that spot. When Ember Moon comes in, she didn't last very long. Number 29 was my pick, Nia Jax.
Yeah,
she did all right, I guess. There and Shayna Baszler at the tag team.
Underwhelming when she came out because she was the last one who wasn't announced. Okay, you're not getting any big surprises.
I didn't know. Tally was announced for 30, but it was it was just crap.
She won a random match on WWE backstage against Tamina.
Oh,
yeah, very strange.
Natalia and Tamina are just both. Yeah, you're old and yeah, you've done your work, but we know you're not going to win out, so just retire.
Yeah, I didn't like. So I'm assuming we're moving on to Natalia next, right?
Yeah,
I didn't like the fact that they teased that she wasn't going to, because everyone was on Twitter, everyone was going mad like, oh shit, Becky or Ronda or someone like someone's going to take Natalia's place.
Yeah,
beat her up, and you're like, bloody hell, it's happening. Then Becky had tweeted a picture of a curtain or something, like the one that they go back for, and I was like, bloody hell, it's going to happen here. Like Natalia's not going to compete, and he just picked her up and chucked her in, and it was just like, oh,
yeah,
cool.
I mean, I didn't for 1 second think Ronda Rousey was coming back. I think she's done. She's like she doesn't like wrestling. Wrestling don't like her. She's done. She had a year.
WWE Superstar Gaming Series, Ross.
Well, she had a year, and then
she's been on up, down. So
yeah, that was just rubbish. What else was interesting? Oh, Lana eliminates Nia Jax.
That was nice.
Getting some back for the repeatedly put through the table.
Yeah, should have put her through a table afterwards. I don't know how you should have done it, but should have put her through a table.
Yeah, she could use everyone's best friend Natalia. At least she stopped wearing cat ears.
Yeah, but they were wearing like matchy gear, even though they weren't really a tag team anymore.
Yeah, that literally a gimmick is I'm best friends with everyone who turns on me.
Yeah, it was weird to like see her like not in pink though, wasn't it?
Yeah, she needs to move on from Brat.
It's too late.
Really, like, literally, she should have done it. Charlotte Flair should have moved on from Ric Flair. I don't know why they keep bringing it back. Let her be her own thing.
Yeah, it's too late.
Charlotte Flair is good enough though. There's too much.
I think that's how you probably was, but now she's just a bit like Dolph, isn't she? It's just like
she's the female Dolph. She's just there. You know, she's in any field. She's not going to win.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And then we'll get to the sort of the final four. Is Natalia, Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley. And Natalia goes out pretty much straight away. Charlotte Flair is then eliminated by Blair and Ripley. And Ripley and Bianca Belair have a weird thing. They're in for a minute. They're both nearly touching the floor and then come back in. Rhea Ripley says, let's stop messing about and get back in the ring. I'd have been like, yeah, right then, pal. Kicked her out.
Yeah, it was really weird, wasn't it? It was like a film thing, wasn't it? Where they're both in trouble. And it's like, right,
yeah,
let's just be careful here. I kind of liked it. I thought this was a really good closing sequence, actually.
And then Bianca Belair wins. Right winner. I thought it was pretty obvious that she was going to win.
Oh, I didn't see it coming. I felt like it was too obvious that it wasn't going to happen.
No, well, she's been up there. She's been...
And also, because Charlotte would be like, ask her where you've been. You just disappeared in that match, I think. I didn't really see what happened to it. I thought that's the way they were going with it. It still might be the way to go with Raw.
It could have been...
Unless we have someone coming back, I can't think of a bigger match on Raw than Charlotte and Asuka.
No, and it's you can build into the old you beat me 2 years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
3 years ago.
So I assume that's the way it'll go, and it'll be Bianca and Sasha, unless there's some shenanigans on that side. But again, nothing it'll be.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley has a better showing. She's not been booked that strongly on NXT of late, I don't think, has she?
No, she had a really good showing. I saw someone afterwards put oh my god, they keep wasting Rhea. I was like, how have you gleaned that from that match?
She absolutely bossed it.
Like, come on.
She looked like an absolute monster.
What are you actually talking about?
And she'll probably be on the main roster sooner rather than later.
I imagine she'll be there tonight.
Yeah, after WrestleMania.
Yeah, I'm going tonight. I don't think she's been like phased out of NXT. I think she's a lot going on.
Well, that's the way to do it because
tonight.
otherwise you just lose and then you're supposed to be real strong.
Yeah,
happens to them all, doesn't it? You lose on the NXT and then you go up to the new. My issue with Bianca Belair winning, and it's not an issue with Bianca Belair. I think Bianca Belair is incredibly talented and she's probably one of the better female wrestlers on the roster. But stop crying. Stop it. Why do they make every woman cry? They don't make the men do it. She's supposed to be this badass.
It's just a little theory.
But it just winds me up. I mean, we'll go back to one in the archives. Beth Phoenix finally wins the first title. She's supposed to be an absolute badass and she starts crying. Yeah. Sasha Banks, I don't think she can go a match without crying her eyes out.
No, I didn't mind it for this one though. I thought it was quite nice because I think it seemed genuine. She's supposed to be a badass. The Beth Phoenix one from 10 years ago was no, I didn't want to follow that. But for this one, I was like, yeah, it's all right.
I think, Nia Jax cried when she won the title. Bayley probably cried when she won the title.
She was a baby face, wasn't she? She was standing up for her.
Stop making people cry.
Yeah, but they did cry a lot. But it seemed genuine this time. So I'm giving it a pass. Let them off.
Maybe right. If I hadn't cried as many times as previously, then maybe it would have been genuine. But
yeah, not a fan of crying.
I'm not. Maybe the odd occasion if it's something special, but when they start every women's wrestler do it, don't make the men do it.
No.
So why is it the women?
Edge was a bit serious today, though. I think it was a bit like.
Yeah, but they probably didn't ask him to.
No.
Obviously, ask him.
No, he got really tears. We'll get to that. Actually, we'll get to the Edge being in tears. Lovely moment.
So the full Rumble was 58 minutes long. A fan?
Yeah, I enjoyed the end. It was like there was a disappointing lack of like big surprises, but then there isn't anyone is there, but then Becky and Ronda it probably won't happen.
Who would you have brought back? Trish Stratus again?
Well, that's what I mean. Like there was no one. Naomi came back straight away. Maybe Naomi coming later on. Like does Naomi need to be in there the entire time? But yeah, no, it was all right. I saw very mixed reviews on Twitter. I was very much if you take the surprise element out of it and they want any, and I think like Becky. I know she was trying to be funny on Twitter, but I just don't get why you would do it because it builds up something that's not happening. Do you know what I mean? It just unless she comes back tonight, but I don't think she will. So it's just like why do it? Why do it? Like makes no sense. But yeah, no, I thought it was quite funny. It was nice. I liked it when Charlotte went out and it was like, right, this is the future now. Because they don't normally do that. Normally, it's like a veteran versus a veteran, or it's a veteran versus a youngster, and a youngster might win. Mm-hmm. But it was just when Charlotte went out, it's like, oh wow, there's going to be like a new winner of this. Yeah. Which I know is mad because it's only the fourth one. Fourth? Yeah, fourth one.
I know, but when Charlotte Flair won it last year, it was very much like,
it felt a bit flat, didn't it?
Yeah.
She felt established. I know it's they probably will be like all of those kind of like Bayley, Sasha. They'll probably all win one just to get on their resume.
Yeah.
Because they kind of need to do that now, don't they? But no, I enjoyed it, and it was nice to see him kind of push Bianca Belair. I wasn't a massive fan at first, but I'm kind of getting into it now.
She's better for watching, I think.
She even made like a ridiculous obstacle course segment entertaining.
Yeah. So is that what she carried?
Oh yeah. So you can't really argue with that, can you?
Did you enjoy that because I was just in it?
I mean, it's like makes every segment is into it, but no, she's a good. Considering that you're like, oh, this is going to be terrible, and like normally Bayley has a bad track record of doing stuff like that.
Yeah, Bayley is really annoying.
It just turns out to be really bad. That was actually quite entertaining.
Yeah, like this is your life.
Purely based on an obstacle course performance, deserved Royal Rumble winner.
Well, there we have it then. Yeah, better than Titus O'Neil's obstacle course.
Yeah, I love that NXT for being through in the past, but no,
he'll never live that. He was even in the Wrestle by Numbers, wasn't he? Because then some people can't even make it in the ring.
Yeah,
he'll never live that. Because he's such a lovely bloke as well. Isn't he?
He is. He's a really good dude, isn't he? Really good bloke.
Really better than most people.
Really, really good man. But yeah, that's his legacy, unfortunately.
He should have done like what Christian said in this podcast, where if that had happened to him, he'd have tried to get through to the other side.
Yeah.
So it looked like he did it on purpose.
Yeah, or just hang onto there for a bit, so it looks like one of those tactics.
Oh god! If I don't know, well, you must all know what we're on about. Is the Titus World Slide,
the greatest Royal Rumble?
Greatest Royal Rumble, Titus O'Neil.
I would love to cover that show on this podcast because it's absurd, but also it was like 6 hours long, wasn't it? So,
yeah, I'm pretty sure I fell asleep during the Royal Rumble for about an hour and then woke up and it's still going on.
maybe one, maybe like a 6-pair or something at some point.
Well, maybe we'll just do the Greatest Royal Rumble. Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll just do the actual Rumble match. Braun Strowman gets a belt.
Yeah, still don't like how that's included in the numbers.
No, but then you can't include the 40, or you can't include the first 20-man one.
No, I think you can because it's an actual Royal Rumble. It's just like an additional bonus match.
Yeah, I don't know.
And there was nothing online. It was like a friendly.
Yeah, well, talk to Pele about friendly goals. Yeah. The account. That other bloke of Ronaldo, he's starting including all his like youth goals and stuff.
Yeah, well, maybe Braun is the Pele of wrestling.
Okay, you're really going to upset some people with that.
Yeah, I'm just going to clip that up. That's the clip.
Braun is the Pele of wrestling.
Yeah.
So that was the women's Royal Rumble. They go backstage to Miz and Morrison, and then with Bad Bunny and Booker T Giants. So, I think Miz and Morrison are trying to get Bad Bunny to collaborate with them, I guess.
Miz is just annoying.
Miz is still portraying this like she's never attended in face.
No, I just find like Miz is even like it's not even entertaining. Or it's the same shtick constantly. It's just
he says I'm famous, but the rest of you aren't famous, even though you are famous.
Yeah, because he's in the movie.
That's his gimmick.
I think that's his gimmick. Yeah. It's just I don't know. I'm not a fan. I've never been a fan of Miz. Like even that period where the internet was like going absolutely mad for him. 2 or 3 years ago, whenever he was facing Roman, obviously. I never got it. Don't like him. Don't think he's very good.
He was the best. The thing I don't know. I blame Adam Pacitti for this because he was the first person I had say it was Miz was the best pure heel in wrestling because everybody disliked him. But then when people start realizing that why they dislike him,
they go, "Oh, good heel work."
Yeah, so they've ruined him.
Yeah.
So then they turned him face. They turned it, and now it's more ex-pac heat than real heat.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just annoying.
Morrison's a disappointment. Just a henchman.
Yeah, the Morrison's better.
He came back like a year now. He came back like in the Rumble last year, didn't he? I think. So.
Yeah, he was definitely at WrestleMania when he was in that ladder match.
Yeah, he was.
And I don't think the Miz has been booked very well. Why did they have him with that weird thing with Strowman?
Why is he Money in the Bank? Can you see him? Can you see him cashing in Money in the Bank on these two?
I can see him cashing it in. I can see him cashing in and losing it.
Yeah. So that's all I can see. I can't see him having a successful cash in against either Roman or Roman. Even is to the point where like I think Roman seems too big to even be in the same storyline as Miz. And then Drew, you would think would just have to squash him as
well.
Yeah. I think Drew you could see him interacting and like squashing him. I couldn't even see Roman interacting with Miz because he's just that higher level compared to him.
Yeah. I think Roman, if he carries on the way he's going, is going to be sort of, it'd be like when Billy Gunn was King of the Ring and he was against Stone Cold. He ain't going to win, is he?
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Yeah. No, I don't know. The Miz annoys me. This celebrity segments are normally not that good anyway. But then you put the Miz in there, and it's like, what do you want him to do? Join the Miz and become like a world famous star? He already is. Whoever he is.
Well,
he's like
how will he join the Miz?
It's the most streamed artist on Spotify or something, eh? And he's going to watch this guy, I'm mates with you now, and he's going to get like more hits. What? It doesn't make any sense.
It's this whole Miz's gimmick needs to change.
Miz just needs to just go to what you do.
Change. Take some time out, I think.
Call yourself the
Take
Biz.
some time out. You need to get an AEW.
Yeah. Get off my screen.
Mike Bizanian.
Yeah. Just I don't know. Just cut a promo out. You're always wasted. Yeah. Just annoys me.
No, the classic eggs WWE.
Just sign up. Sign up for TNA AEW. Go, I was never taken seriously. I'm the best worker in this business, and all the fans like, yeah, you are. Everyone does it. We did it to bloody Alberto Del Rio and Indie Show. Everyone just goes, yeah, screw you, WWE.
Yeah, we did it to Tim. We did it to Damien Sandow.
Yeah, just everyone does it to everyone. So you gotta just do that, Miz. Just do that. Have a little John on the Indies or something. I don't know.
He definitely needs some time away, I think.
Yeah.
He needs some time where he needs a character rethink because he's nowhere near where he was 5 years ago.
No, and I
and if he wins, he's going to be
Sheamus.
He's going to be
Sheamus is like
Sheamus winning the title.
Yeah,
when he beat Roman Reigns, I was like,
ruins things. Yeah.
But I like Sheamus now, and I would have been upset if he'd won the Rumble.
Sheamus never really recovered from squashing Daniel Bryan in like 18 seconds. Like weirdly, that
he knew that though, didn't he know?
He said he knew, yeah, but that did a lot more damage to Sheamus' career than it did to Daniel Bryan's, which is weird. Which is also probably why wins and losses just don't matter.
Yes, that is true. But we'll from them. We go to the pre-show panel again. So we've got Kayla Braxton, Sonya Deville, Pete Rosenberg, and JBL. And thankfully, the King's nowhere to be seen. They do show us a replay of Baszler versus Baszler and Jax against Asuka and Charlotte Flair, which we've already discussed. And then R-Truth comes out and pinned by Pete Rosenberg.
Vicious low blow.
Pete Rosenberg. He tells him John Cena's over there.
Yeah. Vicious low blow. I thought he was going for a roll-up, but he just... I don't know if Truth thought he was going for a roll-up, and then he just hit him in an ad, so it was the other way around. But an odd pin. It was like that. It was like Edge on Beal McGillicuddy, right? It was just... But yeah, JBL's reaction was fantastic. It just... I can't remember what he said that, but I laughed out.
This is the worst thing to ever happen to wrestling.
Yeah, I laughed out loud when he said it. It was just like... his look on his face was just pure disgust. I was just like, this is brilliant. Yeah.
And then he runs off with the title, and then I think Corey Graves says, "This does let David Arquette off the hook."
Yeah.
So there you go. All comes back around. I don't think it's the same. I think maybe Pete Rosenberg and pinned Roman Reigns, so that might have been up there.
Yeah. But no, it was quite entertaining. That's what the 24/7 Championship's for.
Pete Rosenberg.
24/7. I'm just going to rant about people on the internet again because that's just what I've been doing. I'm just getting hot this episode. People are like, 24/7, what a joke of a championship. Yes, that's the fucking point, you dinkus. He's literally a comedy prop. Yeah. Nobody's expecting the 24/7 to be prestigious. Nobody wants to see the 24/7 title in a 5-star classic match that goes on for like an hour. No, it should be R-Truth doing stupid shit with like random B-list celebrities. And Pete Rosenberg is probably like Z-list. You know, this is a title that's been held by Mike Rome, the ring announcer, for God's sake. Like, it's not a serious title.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a joke of a title. You know,
I wish they'd do like. I wish they'd do hardcore invitationals. You know what they used to do, where it's like they had like 10 minutes and they had about 5 different winners.
Yeah.
In that 10 minutes.
To do that again.
I wish they'd do that with 24/7.
I like it when I was a bit disappointed it didn't happen in the last Raw Legends show where it's just, like backstage like all night. It's just switching hands between the legends. Pat Patterson and Joe Briscoe.
I'd like to see a 24/7 title.
Yeah. Just do that. Yeah. Just fun.
I'd like to see more videos of him. You think of the hardcore title. I don't know what you think of, but one of the first things I think of is Crash Holly on that playset.
For some reason, I was thinking the exact same one on the ball pool and that. Yeah, they did start doing it for a bit, didn't they? Like he won it on a plane, didn't he? And the best one was where Jinder turned up on the golf course in his full gear.
I mean, I know it's hard now, so it's harder now because of the pandemic and stuff.
Yeah,
but I'd like to see R-Truth just walking down the street or walking like doing his shopping or something like that, in the supermarket, and then he just gets pinned.
Yeah,
I'd like to see stuff like that.
I mean, he did a little bit of it when they were like Comic-Con or something, and there was people Drake Maverick was chasing around Comic-Con. It was just a bit different, isn't it? Because you can do that with that one. But yeah, like I think he lost it on the tarmac and he pinned of the airport, and he pinned Jinder Mahal while he was sleeping on the way to Saudi Arabia and stuff. That's what you want.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Rather than just interrupting matches.
He must have been true, but he turned up on a golf course in his full rest gear just to pin him for the 24/7 championship. I don't think he won it. I think he failed. He got 2 counts and he ran off. But yeah, and it happened to Drake Maverick's wedding.
Yeah, see, that's yeah. He got pinned by R-Truth.
Yeah, it's his wedding. That's fun. Yeah, but yeah, I guess it is hard enough. 24/7. But yeah, that's what I was writing about. Like, I was like, who's a joke of a title? Yes, it's a joke of a title. That is the entire point. The 24/7 championship.
I mean, it's a joke of a a joke of a title when it's announced, and then about 50 people run to the ring.
Yeah, just the same.
Titus O'Neil wins
24/7
it,
guys.
and then gets pinned by a
It
truth.
was really heartbreaking that Ember
It's a
Moon
bit-
was like out for like over a year because she like tore her Achilles whilst running for the 24/7 championship. That is genuinely how she was out. You know, when she was out for like
It is
forever.
prestigious then. Ember Moon's
Yeah, I think it was when Carmella had the title, but
Ember
yeah,
Moon is
she tore her Achilles chasing for that.
yeah. There's room for comedy in wrestling. That's all I'll say. But we'll move on to some serious stuff then. So we've got the Universal title match. It's Kevin Owens against the champion Roman Reigns. It's going to be the last man standing. Roman Reigns is the best thing about wrestling at the minute. Fair to say.
He's really good. Yeah, he's just the best performer, and on the best show. Big fan.
And I think I liked Kevin Owens as a heel. I'm going to say Kevin Owens as this babyface, and I didn't ever think he'd be able to do it. He's the best Kevin Owens.
Yeah, it's like working man babyface kind of thing. It's not quite. I mean, obviously he's got the stunner from Stone Cold, but it's not quite the same, is it? But it's just doing it for his kids. He's doing it for his kids.
Yeah, it's sort of the role reversal. So you get the big, strong, athletic, good-looking man is the heel, as he should be, because he should be the babyface because you've got nothing to relate to.
Yeah,
that makes it even more ridiculous. Like you think, like Hogan was the face, but he's in a bygone era. The best superstars are the ones who look the best, are they?
Yeah, and then, Kevin Owens just looks like he's just currently gym.
He should be the.
Yeah. No, I think that's what you need. It's like the same reason Daniel Bryan was successful. It was just people just see something in Daniel Bryan and Kevin Owens in themselves. They want superstars who look like them and who looks
because if somebody, yeah. If Roman Reigns walks down the street, everyone stops and looks at him because he's about like 6'5", just looks like he's chiseled out of granite. Kevin Owens, obviously, if you didn't know who Kevin Owens was, what's on the street? He's just he's a big lad. He's gonna. Yeah, I wouldn't like to get in the fight with him. But that's what it is.
There's no wrestler who looks more like a wrestling fan than Kevin Owens. Like,
yeah. Kevin Owens is your mate, isn't he?
He's walking down the street in his black jean shorts and his tank top, and you're like, yeah, the guy watches wrestling.
Yeah, I just think these are the two perfect files for each other. And
yeah,
I hope after this should probably end it. I don't think it will, but I hope they don't carry on this because I think they've got more longevity. But not if they keep doing matches every week because everyone gets sick of it.
No, I think they just need to shift.
Kevin Owens needs a break now from the title picture.
There needs to be some sort of elimination chamber match. I think it'll end up being a number one contenders thing. But I'd be tempted to just shove Roman in the elimination chamber, just to not have him in a feud up until WrestleMania. Just defend his title in the chamber or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
but I think they've had a. What matches did they have? What did they start with Hell in a Cell? No, TLC on it. TLC Cage.
They've had. Yeah, TLC. Hell in a Cell was DDU.
So on it, yeah. So yeah, they've had TLC, cage match, and then a last man standing.
Cage.
You can't go much further with this feud. So yeah, I'd end it now.
Exactly. For now, just for now. I'm not saying they can't do it again because I think if they do it right, there'll be two like perfect files all the way through. Reigns and Owens. But just give it a break now, just for a few months or till I don't know. Try and get to SummerSlam if they can. I don't think they'll be able to. But do you know what I mean? Like you think of the Rock and Stone Cold, they don't have they didn't have that many matches.
No.
Big stars of the Attitude Era didn't. I know there was more stars, but they didn't wrestle each other for 3 pay-per-views in a row.
Yeah, that's the thing. They kind of spam it these days, don't they? And it makes it feels like they're going on longer when it's the same person winning every time. It was like Styles and Nakamura that time.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, this feud's gone on forever. Like, it probably wouldn't have felt like that had Nakamura won one of them. But when AJ Styles won 4 in the end, it was just.
But then everyone's like, oh, 50-50 booking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
the title don't mean out because it's getting hot potatoes.
Yeah, it is hard, isn't it? Because the only satisfying conclusion to most stories is the babyface winning. And obviously, if you want your heel to go on a long title run, it's not going to be that satisfying.
Yeah, so what they could have done with like Lashley McIntyre. Lashley lost once, McIntyre won, and then that was done. So when Lashley and McIntyre eventually lock up again, which I hope is the first feud after WrestleMania, and Lashley, I'd like Lashley to be the one who beats McIntyre,
Yeah.
it would feel a bigger deal because they hadn't seen it 15 times already.
Yeah. No, that's it. So I think end this feud now. I don't know who Roman can face. Well, I do. I think I've got an idea.
Yeah.
But WrestleMania, Edge. That's
Which was your idea? Oh, well, we'll get there at the end.
We'll get there, Ross. We'll get there. trying to bounce around here, Ross, but you won't move an answer. Yeah.
When's Jey Uso coming back?
He's the guy who's back.
Was he medically cleared soon?
Yeah, he's been cleared for ages. He's been in the feud for ages. Jey Uso. Yeah, apparently he said 6 to 9 months ago, so anytime now. But Jey Uso wasn't on. Jey Uso was announced for the Rumble, wasn't there? So I think he must have been asked to. He must have had to isolate or something. Which is probably why I wasn't there.
So that could be his next feud. So he could do this, and then the other Uso could come back and be like, "Come on, lads, this isn't it." Yeah. He could do the same story again with that he did at first, but it's 2-on-1, and then he joins them, and then that's a couple of months of. Because you'd have Uso against Uso, couldn't you? Yeah, but
then they'll be tagged together, and then they'll face Edge and Christian at Backlash. That's my idea. Just moves on.
Right. We'll get there when we
spoil everything. As if anyone's listened to this, not knowing what happened.
Yeah. Imagine. This 24 minutes. It was they're hard to do last match, especially with no crowd.
Yeah,
but I thought this was pretty good. There's loads of good stuff in there. There's the fighting in the crowd and inverted commas behind all the screens and stuff. Owens runs for a tail from the stage in. He didn't walk backstage. My favorite bit of the full thing. Owens goes backstage. Roman Reigns like, what's happened to Roman Reigns? He runs him over with a golf cart.
The camera angle on that was superb. Like you just didn't see it coming at all. I was just like, whoa, shit! Like Owens took a hell of a bump.
It's the golf cart took him down.
Oh, it was outstanding.
He went through the windscreen into the golf cart and he rolled out the golf cart.
Obviously, you could see him jump up to like.
Fair play to Owens there.
But yeah, it was just what a bump that was. Sometimes you feel like someone needs to be backstage telling Kevin Owens like, no. You know, when he's like Mick Foley, who's like a mentor who just like goes, do you know what, man?
Yeah.
Too much for one match there because he took some big bumps in this match.
Well, he didn't finish there, so yeah. And even though with Seth Rollins before that, he took some stupid bumps at last year's WrestleMania.
He did, and I was looking at that.
Just want to make it throw to the stage, wasn't he?
It's looking at the pirate ship in Tampa Stadium, isn't he? So
I can't wait. Is that where it's going to be?
Yeah, it's going to be in Tampa.
It's going to be there.
Yeah.
Unless it goes wrong again, but I don't think it's probably too soon.
I think even if there's no fans now, they'll still do it there. I think that's the plan.
I can't wait for the set.
No, who can I?
It's going to be so good.
It's just going to be nice to see something different.
So good.
It's going to be nice to see fans, even though it won't be full, obviously. I wonder if they'll do. I hope. I don't know if it'll be too expensive to do. I hope they kind of do like half Thunderdome, half actual fans. So it looks like
you could do.
It looks like a crowd, but then it's just like there's like 4 fans in their group, and they're blocked off by a screen. There's like 4 fans or whatever. I don't know if they could do that. Don't know if that's possible. That would be pretty cool.
I don't know. Other than that, I think if it's a big stadium, the top tier is LED boards, the bottom is fans. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then you have to have them social distance and that one, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure if anyone...
Do they do social distance over there?
I think they do. So we'll see the Super Bowl is next weekend, and it's in the same stadium. So I guess we'll see what they do. And then I imagine the crowd situation will be pretty similar for WrestleMania.
Yeah, hopefully it adds a bit more atmosphere because I missed the crowds. But matches like this wouldn't have happened without the crowds because they did a lot of it backstage.
Yeah. Which
they probably wouldn't have done if the crowd was there. Just gave a bit more freedom. Owens does a frog splash through a table. He then gets a forklift truck. I thought he was going to pin him down as sort of a la Mankind and the Rock.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He puts the forklift up to the top. And there's a senton from the top
through
another table. It's just...
I was terrified. I thought he was going to tip over when he was on top of it. I thought, my God, he's going to...
And then it took him... I thought he was going to set the ladders up to climb on top of it, from the front, but he didn't. He climbed out the cab, on top of the cab, and then went over the top. And I just thought, come on, mate, there's got to be a better way than that.
Yeah, I liked how he looked at ladders and thought, no, not high enough. I tell you what I loved in this match.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns' timing was so great that he was down at 9 and up at 10 like nearly every count towards the end. It was, you just, even though I thought he was going to win, it just looked like he could have lost like a couple of times. I was just like, bloody hell. It was the false finishes. It was quite good.
His selling was great. Yeah. For it's a hard match to, as we've discussed on the loads. It's a hard match to do.
Mm-hmm. It is the hardest one because you don't have those false finishes. But I think having no crowd makes it easier. I will say though, this is no offense to Edge and Randy Orton, but this is a lot much better. This is so much better than the match they had at WrestleMania last year.
Probably because it was after time.
Yeah, probably.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
That one did it did drag, that one, didn't it? So what else happens? Kevin Owens is speared from an LED wall, which still looked good. And they didn't fix it.
I like that. They fixed the barricade, didn't they? They fixed the barricade that Goldberg and Drew went through.
I can get that. They can put that back up, but LEDs, you think, that's going to take a bit of work to fix that.
Yeah.
You're not going to have a spare LED board, are you?
Yeah, just left the gap there.
And then Reigns gets Reigns gets handcuffed to like a stanchion. He's going to get counted out, and then he knocks out the ref, which is clever.
Mm-hmm.
And then Heyman takes about 15 hours to let him out. While the ref's counting, and the ref just kind of stops.
Yeah, the ref just stops at 6, and it's just like, hang on a minute. And then Roman was like stood up while he was still handcuffed. It was just like, Michael Cole's like, that counts as a vertical base, even though he was like basically bent over. Yeah, he's a bit.
Yeah. He's on his feet though. I guess he's on his feet.
If you're gonna do this spot, just have Heyman come and then ball cutters. Not the key. Who was it before? Was it Kurt Angle who couldn't get in the ring that time?
But I guess.
And where would he get the key from, Ross?
Yeah, I don't know.
Ball cutters.
Well, no, because Reigns had the handcuffs first.
Oh yeah, didn't he? Yeah.
They were Reigns' handcuffs, weren't they? So that's why they got maybe him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That part makes sense.
But then he just took forever, and then Reigns wins after a guillotine, like choke. A bit of a flat ending, I thought.
Very flat. But then I guess it was. Yeah, it didn't help that the handcuffs took ages to come off. That was a good 20 minutes of the show right there, just trying to get the handcuffs off.
No.
But yeah, I thought it was a bit flat, but then I was like, well, he's a heel. Disappointing way to go out, and that's he didn't win it in any spectacular fashion. He just won it by just choking a guy out. If a babyface won that way, it'd been awful. But I think as a heel,
then does that make
slightly better?
Does that make Reigns look badass because he just chokes people up with his bare hands?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the whole point.
Is it just? Yeah, I don't know. But that was it. That was apart from the men's rumble, that's probably my favourite match of the card. And I just love everything Roman Reigns does at the minute.
Yeah,
he is the best wrestler in the world.
Great, some great.
I'm saying it. He's doing it.
Yeah,
fuck you.
Do it. Let's do it.
Kenny Omega.
We're declaring it right now. Roman Reigns.
I just think Roman Reigns is the best wrestler in the world.
Yeah, we've said it.
He deserves to be.
Yeah. We'll put him number one.
If he was starting the wrestling promotion
list
tomorrow. Yeah, followed by the coach.
Yeah. Let me see.
If he was starting the wrestling promotion tomorrow, Roman Reigns is anyone's first pick. I don't care who you are.
I pick The Rock. Does The Rock count?
But he's not full time, is he? No, because Rock's not full time.
Full time, then yeah.
So somebody who's signed to a wrestling.
Someone's
signed to a wrestling promotion right now.
John Cena.
You pick John Cena over Roman Reigns.
Yeah, it's biggest star, isn't he?
I would pick Roman Reigns for John Cena.
Well, you get more out of Roman Reigns, but John Cena's the biggest star. Get more eyeballs. So I go with.
Yeah, but Roman Reigns was in Hobbs and Shaw, wasn't he? So maybe he's going to be the big star.
Yeah, but that's the issue with WWE. They get someone who's really good at the end of. I think we said this on next week's podcast. They end up with really big stars, but the ones who are too big got to do movies, don't they? So you have the middling ones who not that good at acting. It lasts for a lot longer.
That is true, yeah.
Say middling ones. I'm talking about Triple H and Undertaker. Not middling, are they? But
it was Randy Orton. I think that's how the subject came up on it.
Yeah, he's the same, isn't he?
Yeah. But yeah, I just think if AEW could get their hands on Reigns, they would. If NGPW could get their hands on Reigns, they would. Obviously, WWE have him. So that Roman Reigns retains his title, choking Kevin Owens. So we have the men's Royal Rumble match. It was announced ahead of time that 1 and 2 are going to be Edge and Randy Orton. A fan of this? Do you think that was wise?
Given what happened, yes, because I thought that there's no way Edge is going to win it from the first two.
Yeah.
So in that sense, but yeah, I don't know. It would have been cool. I think it would have been cool if they just came out number 1 and 2, and it's like bloody hell, it's Edge and Randy Orton first.
Yeah.
But I guess the interviews for the Fox show, whatever they announced it on. For me, it's one of those ones where I'd prefer if they didn't do it, but it didn't offend me too much. Like, it wasn't the worst thing ever. Like, I wasn't going to cry and be like, oh, the spoiler Rumble, because it's not really. I much prefer them announcing number 1 and 2 than number 30. I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I mean, if he was ever going to do it this year, I guess would be the year to do it.
Yeah.
Randy Orton's face is healed from his burns.
That was strange.
It's completely fine now.
Like 6 days.
That's it. He must have had some good ointment.
Yeah.
rubbed on them. So they're number 1 and 2. The Conspiracy is still against Sami Zayn. He's at 3. Retribution, I guess that's the thing. Mustafa Ali's at number 4.
Yeah, I was confused by their music, so I didn't recognize it. I was like, bloody hell, who's this debut? And it's Jay White. And I know it was Ali.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy's in it. Ziggler. Jeff Hardy wasn't in for long. Ziggler threw him out.
Yeah.
Randy Orton at some point in all this gets taken outside and Edge smashes his knee up. He's gone to the back early on. He's still in it though. As soon as that happened, I knew exactly how the finish was going to go.
Well, I didn't know
who was going to be. Who was going to be in the finish. I knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, it was obvious that, I think, because I think Corey Graves telegraphed it by saying, "Oh, he's still in the match."
Yeah. Shinsuke Nakamura's in. Carlito looking hench.
Yeah.
He's put some mass on, hasn't he?
I wondered what he was going to do with the apple as well.
That was a weird thing, wasn't it? Carlito.
Yeah, well, I guess there's no way you could spit the apple in today's society, but yeah, I like the way that Nakamura took it off him and just, well, I think Carlito ended up throwing it away, didn't he?
Yeah, I did think, good COVID secure, someone's touching his apple.
Yeah.
I did think Nakamura was going to take a bite out of it, though.
Yeah, I thought Nakamura was going to do it first. I was like, surely not. But
he wears a gum shield, doesn't he?
Yeah, not in these times.
We get Xavier Woods in, Big E's in. They team up on Sami Zayn, which I guess is. I'm thinking Sami Zayn and Big E in a rivalry.
They're in their feud, yeah.
Yeah, John Morrison's in. Then Ali gets Xavier Woods there, also in a rivalry, aren't they? And then Ali's thrown out by Big E. Big E looked really annoyed that Xavier Woods had gone out so early.
Yeah, he's absolutely fuming, wasn't he?
That's you bit, isn't it? You know when
it's every man for himself, isn't it? But I liked how they were actually working as a team, and they were like the only team who weren't complete doofuses and turning on each other far too early.
Yeah, to throw one person out, then they throw you mate out, and there's still like 15 people have to come in.
Yeah. I had to do it. Well, not yet. Come on.
Yeah.
Common sense.
We get Ricochet, then we get a man who I forgot had music, Elias.
Yeah,
never recognised it.
Every time he's been out in the Rumble, I think this is his third one. Pretty sure the first two he was having number 1 on number 2, and he came out and did like a promo.
Yeah.
And this is the first time where he's actually just come out as a regular participant, which was strange.
Yeah, he fell down the pecking order, hasn't
he? Yeah.
Yeah, somebody who covered another good showing, Damien Priest, the only NXT alumni.
He had a really good. I mean, I assume he's on the main roster because he's been rumored to come for a while, hasn't it? On the SmackDown. But that was a really good, really strong show for Damien Priest.
It's fitting more NXT guys, but I
guess at the moment as well, they're very careful if they don't want to bring too many people in. They don't need to.
Yeah, you wait for the crowd reactions, I guess.
No, I was thinking more like COVID. They don't want to
COVID. Oh, well, yeah.
They don't want to mix. They don't want to mix the rosters too much. Like, I think that's why I'm assuming Damien Priest is going to move across now.
Yeah, the way he got shown on this, I could quite see him slotting into the whatever brand he goes on, US or Intercontinental title.
Yeah,
they'll probably be in the tag team with somebody, Cesaro probably soon. Or
well, Cesaro's apparently leaving after WrestleMania, if you believe the rumors today.
Is he going to AEW?
Sad enough.
No,
it's just his contract's expiring.
He's one of them, though, and he's Cesaro. I mean, he's the been booking him strongly recently, and he comes in sooner rather than later on this. What number is he? Cesaro. I haven't wrote it down. Oh, I thought I had. Well, Cesaro's in and around
he's
in and
in the
around the
Rumble.
middle, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's in there. He's gonna be one of them where he'll move across and like, oh my god, you've wasted him, and then you'd just be like, oh, Cesaro's not here anymore, is he?
Yeah, I get that everyone's like fans of him, but then it was so I was in the Thunderdome for SmackDown on Friday, so I got to watch the full episode, which I've not been able to do for like years since it came off Sky. I said years, probably a year now. And he came on commentary, he's got guest commentary, and I was kind of like, oh yeah, this is why you're not like a main eventer because it just wasn't really good. He's very talented in the ring, obviously. But I don't know. It's not WWE is never and probably never will be that kind of work rate based promotion where just having good matches is enough to get over.
It might be for a mid card title.
Yeah, but it's like the workhorse title, like an Intercontinental, which has been for all his career. But it's just never been one. And I think that's probably why Nakamura struggles a little bit as well. It's just you need to be able to cut those promos. Really, that's the be all end of it. It's just WWE is never going to be one of those places where it's like he has good matches. I guess the only time where I can think it's happened was like Chris Benoit, and that was like 2004. Yeah, he could never cut a promo, but he obviously had good matches.
He did that, and then they didn't really go back to him after that, did they?
No, for good reason.
Well, no, but even before he went mental, he was in the title picture for that year.
Yeah, I think he's going to move across to ECW before that.
Yeah, but at that time, John Morrison won it instead of him.
Yeah, but that's that was a good spot for him, like as a veteran wrestler on that, and that's like maybe Cesaro if he was in NXT or even NXT UK if wants to move back to Britain or Europe.
Yeah, it'd be one of them if he go. It'd be like the Revival. He'll go to AEW, and you're getting rave reviews, but then WWE fans will be like, "Oh, the Revival not here anymore."
Yeah, it's just fun, isn't it? But he's going to set the world on fire. It's a talented guy, but I was watching that guest commentary he did for a brief period on SmackDown on Friday, and I was like, well, yeah, I remembered why you're not pushed because it just felt awkward.
Yeah, I see that. I've seen it's a bit awkward on some of the up down downs.
Yeah.
But then Noam Dar was my favourite on there. So
yeah, he's a character, isn't he? I'll know him.
He was playing FIFA, and he was clearly like he's the only English guy. So he just knew how to play FIFA. He just absolutely smashed everyone.
He's back. He's got his chat show on NXT UK.
I was like, that's his level as well. As much as I like him, that's his level.
Yeah, I guess he was on that weird 205 Live thing, wasn't it? Where it's like, why are they the main roster doing that?
Yeah, some people just have a level and there's no shame in that. There's no shame in being the top of NXT or NXT UK. Like Walter doesn't want to move, does he?
No, but no, Dar's only young, isn't he?
Yeah, and maybe he will.
Maybe time, hasn't
he? Yeah, maybe he will. But
yeah.
I think eventually NXT will be as big. Well, yeah, probably as big as Raw and SmackDown. Never been in WWE's eyes, but
yeah, they sort of are because it's like almost like 205 Live these days is just the NXT secondary show. I think.
Yeah,
they even got like the women's not Mae Young, Dusty Rhodes Classic on there and stuff.
Yeah, so there you go. Adam Cole cares. He's one of the biggest stars in the world, and he's on.
I still want to see him on the main roster.
I want to see him on the main roster as well, but I don't think he'd be that ass.
No,
like Gargano and Ciampa, yeah.
It is. It's the fourth most popular wrestling show, isn't it? If you think of it that way, like get him across.
I'd like to see it. I just don't want to see him split up. But again, they're another group that doesn't need to be split up. They probably will.
There's 3 or 4 brands in there. You could very easily have the tag team. Who's the main tag team?
Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish.
Yeah, them two on NXT. No, actually, no. I'd move them to the main roster. I'd leave. No offense, I'd leave Roderick Strong on NXT if I had to leave someone there, and then call on the other brand. Call on SmackDown.
Yeah.
They're still undisputed era, but they're different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, O'Reilly's going to be in line for a singles push, don't he? If you keep up with NXT.
Yeah, he's quite good, isn't he? And Bobby Fish is maybe just that. He's all right, isn't he? Bobby Fish.
Fish is a bit injury prone, isn't he? Bobby Fish always seems to get injured at the wrong time.
Very, very randomly. I was watching Luke Cage on Netflix, and there's an old man in there called Bobby Fish, and I was like,
I think it's Bobby Fish, isn't it?
No, just a character called Bobby Fish.
I just love Bobby Fish. I think, but he's one of my. I don't know why, but he's one of my favorite. I think it's just the look he gives when he has that. He used to have that mustache. Does he still have a mustache?
Yeah, it's got like a it's very refined face, and he
Yeah, it
like
just
he looks like a star. No offense to Kyle O'Reilly, but he looks like he's like Kevin Owens looks like a guy, doesn't he?
yeah.
But like,
Bobby Fish reminds me
yeah,
of a cartoon villain.
yeah, he's got a big. I don't know if it's his beard that's just grown in that way, but I
Yeah.
know what you mean. Like,
The cartoon villain. I was like, oh god, he's just
it's like
the way I would describe him is dastardly.
yeah, he's got to look at a Dick Dastard version. I mean, if he wore like a big purple and red hat.
Yeah. So hopefully something good happens to Fish.
Yeah. He's an old boy though, isn't he? He's like he's in his mid-40s, isn't he?
Yeah. And yeah, interesting facts about Kyle O'Reilly were on it. He's got diabetes.
Ah,
So it's like remarkable how he manages to
wrestle.
Go for as long as he does.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good. Has he got a rematch against Balor? The next
they were sort of united when they united against Pete Dunne and
oh yeah, it's Balor and Pete Dunne. Yeah, well, yeah, they've got a takeover in 2 weeks' time, so I guess we'll see. I don't think they've announced any matches for it, actually.
I'm all for that though. Finn Balor against Pete Dunne. I don't understand Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. Don't get it.
Danny Burch is like a. He was
Danny
British.
Lorcan thinks he's from outer space or something.
He was British wrestling before British wrestling, wasn't he? Danny Burch. He was like
well, Danny Burch is the governor, but Oney Lorcan thinks he's from outer space.
Well, he's.
Or does he not think that anymore?
I don't know. I don't think he does anymore. I'm sure he changed his Twitter handle as well to just like Oney Lorcan WWE now, rather than like Stardust.
Big thing.
He's got his big finger
guy or something.
Yeah, he's got a massive finger. Big old finger.
I don't know. Having said that, Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch had a great match with Undisputed Era a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it's tag team, aren't they? They're just Pat McAfee's boys now.
Yeah, why isn't that pretty strong style? Because they're over here probably, but
yeah, I don't think Pete Dunne was meant to be.
That was incredible.
I think Pete Dunne only is like as in there because Rich Holland got injured. Well, I probably need another angry British guy. But I'm pretty sure it would have been Rich Holland.
He's the next big thing. He's going to be
Big Rich.
The UK's greatest ever champion. Big Rich Holland.
I don't know where he is. He's injured again, eh? I think for a while.
He's my favourite. He's my favourite.
Last time because he's used to play for you. It's a Roman hero. He used to sing his name on the terraces. Craven Park.
You only played one league game.
No, he's Eastall's own. Big
Go on, Luke Menzies. Big Rich Holland. He's great. I would love to see. Do you know who I'm good? Never got a run in NXT. Tim Weiss, the German football coach, the German goalkeeper.
Tim White, the referee. Yeah, that was him. Who was the other keeper?
No, Tim White.
Yeah, it might have been. There was 2 goalkeepers, wasn't there? There's the other guy, the British guy, who ended up being called Hugo Knox. And he was like a really obnoxious dancing guy. He was a goalkeeper as well, wasn't
he? Yeah.
Yeah.
But that Tim Weiss, yeah. He was playing for Hoffenheim and the new manager came in and said, I don't want to play you. And he got left out. So he just got absolutely hench. Yeah. Because he won't play football, he just got absolutely massive.
Torres? Fernando Torres, he's big boy now.
Yeah, he's a big one.
And they're teasing on NXT UK. They've been teasing like an Andrew Flintoff match for a while now, so we'll see what comes of that. Speaking of sports people,
I thought you were going to say it.
Grant Holt.
I thought you were going to say Grant Holt.
Yeah, no, well he wrestled in.
What happened to him?
He did a big match at Cara Road, didn't he? I say big, that there was no one. They had no business being in that stadium. But he had a match at Cara Road.
He won like a Royal Rumble or something.
Yeah. So went on to qualify for this big match, and it was at Cara Road. I think there's about 2,000 people in the end, but I can't remember the name of the promotion. It's Paige.
It's not bad for a British crowd though. 2,000 people.
No, but in Cara Road, it's in a 40,000 seat football stadium.
Yeah. I had no business being there, but 2,000 is not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Norwich is the hotbed of British wrestling.
When the headline star is Grant Holt.
I know, it's the other guy for the.
It's not like he's a.
Zach Knight. A lot of Knights.
Zach Knight?
No, Zach. Paige's
Zach Knight.
Paige's family, isn't it?
I think it's Zach Knight is in former Fulham and Bolton defender.
No, because I know that you really know a lot about.
Well.
We did like a mastermind. You jokingly said that your special subject was Zach Knight, and you got like every question right. It was ridiculous. I know you know a lot about Zach Knight.
Yeah.
Big fan.
He's not wrestling. I want to know, obviously.
Yeah.
Should we get back to the Royal Rumble?
Yeah, go on. Where are we at to? I'll go for a walk soon.
I think Damien Priest is just going, yeah, well, you can't go up there because if he walks here, then you've got to go for the walk.
Yeah.
Who else comes in? The Miz comes in, don't last long. He's kicked out by Damien Priest. The Miz comes in. He smashes up Bad Bunny's record thing, turntables.
I did find it weird that they left it out. They're very meticulous now, are they? And they've left the big DJ equipment out. Shocking.
He then left his briefcase at the top, which is, if I was Money in the Bank champion, I wouldn't let it go.
Not when you got Otis like running around.
He smashes that up and he goes in the match. Bad Bunny comes out, they're distracted. Damien Priest gets rid of him. Then Bad Bunny does a crossbody from the top rope and he nearly fell into the ring.
Mm-hmm. But
he didn't get as much bounce as he's expecting.
I didn't notice a lot better than Snoop Dogg's splash. A celebrity splash is
I didn't see it.
Have you not seen Snoop Dogg splash in AEW? He lands on his knees somehow. It's just the worst thing I've ever seen. Look out for it. Google it.
Is it better than Gronk's?
I don't know what it is.
But I didn't want to do.
No, it's genuinely Gronk looks like fucking Okada compared to Snoop Dogg in this one. It's ridiculous. Like it's the worst thing.
Well, Snoop Dogg's got to be in his 40s, hasn't he? Snoop Dogg's got to be 40s, 50s, isn't he?
He's like Beanpole, isn't he? He's like taller than me, isn't he? But it's like probably half my weight.
Yeah. Snoop. So Bad Bunny gets his little comeuppance on the Miz. That was nice, I guess. It's one of them think why I don't like wrestlers get celebrities getting involved in the job.
It's just so they can get like E in that in it. I think it's just so they get a bit of press coverage.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Matt Riddle's in, Daniel Bryan's in, Kane comes in. What about Kane? He's old out uniform or outfit, gear, wrestling gear was incredible.
Yeah,
and now he's changed it. He's got a shit man. He looks like a fake Kane.
Yeah, it just looks
weird.
It looks like someone. No offense to me, it looks like someone's dad dressing up as Kane for Halloween. Like, oh, Dad, will you dress up as Kane, please? Yeah, sure. Yes, son.
It looks like WWE don't have the rights to Kane anymore.
Yeah.
Like he's like the Primo of Kane's on Primo, not FIFA.
Yeah, it looks like
that's what he looked like.
It looks like TN Kane, and he looks like he's meant to be in a different promotion. What's Kane but spelled with a C in the Impact Zone? Right?
Yeah, I was on the backyard.
Tribute, all-star tribute show. I'll say
it's rubbish. And what else,
But
yeah, that is just come on, kid, get your old gear back. Because even if he just got rid of the mask but then is he too Glenn Jacobs because he's got hair now?
Well, as mayor of Knoxville, he's very anti-mask anyway, isn't he?
Well, yeah, that is true. Yeah. Well, to be fair, he does the opposite mask, doesn't he? He don't cover any of the bits that should be covered.
Yeah, so. You won't let him. Just wear a mask, like keep his freedom. Take a mask off. But yeah, I'm fine with him taking out Dolph, obviously, but I thought Ricochet could go out in a better way, couldn't he?
Yeah, he gets rid of Dolph, gets rid of Ricochet, and then he gets linked by Damien Priest.
Yeah.
He wasn't in very long.
Priest, yeah. I think he did a little interview putting him over as well.
Yeah, I did.
Afterwards, I've not seen it.
He's deceptively big, Damien Priest, isn't
he? Yeah. He's basically Roman.
Yeah, he's deceptively big.
He put him on Raw.
We think King Corbin comes in. He gets rid of Nakamura. Otis comes in. He doesn't last long at all. Corbin gets rid of him.
No, it's weird that he was like Money in the Bank like this year or last year.
Yeah, that was just a mistake, wasn't it?
Yeah, but then he's a bigger mistake putting it on Miz afterwards, I think.
Well, I know, but who could you?
Anyone, literally anyone.
Yeah,
anyone. Corbin would have been better. Make up for last time.
I don't understand why Corbin gets all this hate. Everyone was buzzing when he won it. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, Corbin looks amazing."
Yeah, I think it's just because it was someone new, wasn't it?
Yeah,
people like new.
And then and then all of a sudden, everyone hates him because he got put in a main storyline on Raw. Started wearing a shirt.
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably because he started going against somebody who the internet loves. And they get Dominic Mysterio. He gets rid of Corbin. Bobby Lashley comes in. He looked good for the time he was in.
Mm-hmm.
Gets rid of Damien Priest. Gets rid of Hurricane. He comes in. Gets rid of Dominic Mysterio. Lashley and Big E have a little square off, totally. That was good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Hurricane must have been a stand-in because he's a producer, isn't he?
Yeah.
Because did you see that Mariam had tested positive for COVID?
So Keith Lee.
Yeah, I think my theory is, I'm just going to move straight to it now. I think Keith Lee is meant to win this.
Oh.
Yeah, but then he wasn't partaking. But get your money on him in the Elimination Chamber is what I'm saying.
Right. That makes sense. I didn't see that Mariam had tested positive. That makes sense why.
Yeah, well, I only found out afterwards because I just searched for Keith because I nodded off for a little bit.
Hmm.
And I think I got back up when it was like 29 was coming out, and I was like, did I miss Keith Lee? But no, I didn't. It wasn't in it. So I just searched on Twitter, and yeah.
I didn't even pick up on that. Number 24 was Christian. He's one of 4 people who got rid of Lashley.
Mm-hmm. That was a beautiful moment when him and Edge. I don't think Edge knew he was going back, did he? I think that was genuinely real.
Yeah.
Because Edge was balling. Sorry, that's a beautiful tease for us. I don't know, like crying at wrestling, but what a beautiful moment that was. I
didn't realise he'd been cleared.
Yeah, well, no one did because I did see an interview with him and he said, I kept it a secret from everyone. But I think he meant literally everyone. Like, I think Edge had no idea he was going back there.
I hope he gets a good run because his last match he lost like a triple threat match.
Yeah, well, his last match technically was Randy Orton because Ric Flair low-blowed him last year when they were in the Performance Center.
Before that, I think it was like Ziggler and Cesaro in like a triple threat match to see number 1 contender for the
he didn't even have a big retirement. He just quietly had to retire. Too many concussions. Obviously, he's been to the same doctor as Daniel Bryan.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, I hope I just want all nostalgia now. I don't think Edge will win at WrestleMania.
No,
but I hope after that we get them 2 tagging together again.
Well, that Edge's initial retirement.
Bring back Gangrel as well. All right.
That was not even that long, was it? It was like a couple of months.
Bring them all back. Give us all in blood. Give us a fiend in blood. Just have some
a red liquid viscosity or whatever it's called.
Viscous liquid.
Edge's original retirement plans was to be retired at WrestleMania by Christian.
Yeah. See, I don't like that because I want to see him just be a tag team. I'm not interested in Edge and Christian feud. I know a few people have suggested that one of them turns on the other, but
why?
I'd rather just have like what they were going to do with the Hardy Boys before one of them got injured.
Yeah,
just have like a final run as tag champs.
It was crap the first. It was crap the first time. It'll crap the second.
Yeah, and I hope they're not like, we need to rectify that wrong from 20 years ago. Because lads, if you're listening, you don't just tag up.
Just big tag champs. Yeah.
I don't even know where the tag champs are now on either brand.
It's Street Profits.
Is the hair business, the guys?
Yeah.
Must be.
Yeah, it's Alexander and Champions.
Yeah,
disappointing lack of hair business in this pay-per-view.
Yeah, there was.
We had Lashley. I love the hair business.
Well, the other lads, they must. There's a few people I expected. I'm not saying anything happened, but there's quite a few people I expected to see and didn't. So, yeah, there's probably health reasons for it, I'd imagine, but I'm not sure.
You never know, do you? That's the thing. Yeah. AJ Styles, he's in there. He's come up with Omos. Omos.
I think Cole was almost saying Omos at the end, but it's definitely spelled Omos.
OMOS, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio's in there. He's on the outside. He just starts eliminating people. It's eliminations.
Yeah, that was strange, wasn't it?
He gets rid of Big E and Rey Mysterio. Oh, Cesaro's number 28.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that late. A return for Seth Rollins as well, which the commentary team didn't really put over. He's been gone for...
Since Survivor Series was the last appearance.
So was that October?
November.
Oh, so not that long then.
Yeah.
Not really that long.
Not too long, but he went out in a weird way, didn't he? He sacrificed himself.
I thought he'd come back with his normal music.
Yeah, I guess he hadn't been out too long. I guess he's just a heel still.
Still the saviour or whatever he's called.
Yeah, same character, I think.
Which would be good if he got a proper team of disciples this time.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes. He's on SmackDown, isn't he? So, and SmackDown's been booked very well.
Yeah. Because he could have his own disciples to sacrifice against Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe Buddy Murphy's going to come back out of the shadows. Maybe he's been off. I wanted to do like a video package of them like having a honeymoon. Him and Rey Mysterio's daughter Leah, and just have a great time. Like the back now, because I'm pretty sure they'd be gone about the same. It was almost like Rollins was on TV, and they were like, "Oh, we can't do that storyline anymore." I just kind of forgot. He got that big win, didn't he, over him? He got that big win over Seth Rollins, and I don't think he's been on TV since. It's very strange.
Yeah, yeah, he's not even been in this Rumble match, has he? Then Seth Rollins 29, Braun Strowman is 30, which I don't know if he was announced, but which is a bit disappointing.
Yeah, he was. He came back on Friday night, and I think it was. Yeah, I don't think he'd officially declared, but everyone knew he was going to go back in.
He got rid of 3 people, and then Rollins got rid of a few people, and then we're left with Rollins and Edge. Edge gets rid of Seth Rollins. Edge is the winner. Oh no, he's not. Orton comes back in, RKO's him, but literally a second later, Edge chucks him out.
Yeah.
58 minutes. Edge is the winner.
Yeah, nice little twist. I mean, obviously, I'm a big Edge fan, so I was just genuinely pleased. I know
11 years to the day since his last Rumble.
I know a lot of people have a rule of like, oh, they're over 40, so they're not allowed to win. But
AJ Styles is over 40.
Yeah, it's entertaining, isn't it? It's entertaining, and I just you can't put Edge in the same category. If you go on that route, you can't put Edge in the same category as Brock and Goldberg. Like Edge has probably wrestled more last night than Goldberg has in the entirety of his WWE run, and I'm counting the one in like 2002 as well.
Even Brock. When was the last long Brock match?
Yeah, probably the Rumble last year.
Yeah,
and it was just him just tossing fools out on it for half a match.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Edge has done like what's he done? His like first match was like 45 minutes. His second one was.
Yeah, and then he was injured, and this one is. Yeah.
So I don't think you can put him in the same. It's more like Daniel Bryan coming back for me than it is like Goldberg coming back. Like I don't think you can put him in the same category at all.
I think it all depends on how long Edge is planning to stay around for. If you're going to get a couple of years out of it, then yeah.
Even if it's not a couple of years, he's retiring on his own terms. Fine.
Yeah.
I think he'll lose at WrestleMania. I wanted to face Roman.
What's your theory then? Go on. You said
I just think it was just. I just think it's going to be. I think my theory was that I thought Keith Lee was meant to win this.
Face McIntyre.
And face McIntyre, and there's been that rumor of Brock getting involved somehow as well, and it's be a triple threat.
Right.
But obviously, when Keith Lee's obviously had to be pulled because his girlfriend, I think.
Girlfriend,
positive.
Partner.
Let's go partner. It sounds more adult than it. Yeah. his partner is. So he wasn't there. So I think he was meant to win it. But so I think because I can't you've got Daniel Bryan, who you could face against Roman Reigns, but it's just
he was favored to win it though.
Yeah, if he's in that, so if Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan are in that match, and Daniel Bryan doesn't win, and there's a live crowd there again, they're just going to shit all over it. Like they really got away with not having a crowd by throwing Daniel Bryan out when he did last night. But just, I wouldn't have him in the title match because I think the fans just can't be trusted. I know that sounds really bad. But
no, that is true.
So put him against someone else. Seth Rollins or someone, I don't know. Christian, I don't know how you do that. I'd figure it out. But yeah, so I think I'd like to see Edge versus Roman Reigns, because I think Roman's needs to win this WrestleMania, because I think Roman could even hold it to the next WrestleMania. To face The Rock.
Hard to see who would lose against, isn't it?
It doesn't seem anyone big enough. But Edge seems like it could be a genuine threat, and I think he will lose. And then after that, if the Usos get involved, then you can do Edge and Christians versus the Usos further down.
Yeah.
Someone get the tag titles in there. Street Profits being, I've seen them for a while.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're still the champions.
I think they are. We'll find out. Yeah, I think they are. But yeah, that was my thinking. But no, I was just really pleased to see Edge win. I didn't see it coming at all, but I'm all for it.
Yeah, I saw it was as soon as Orton went off, I thought he's coming back in the end.
Yeah, that was the bit that and I thought maybe Roman could win it. And there was Orton could win it. And then there was rumours that Orton was going to win it, but it was actually the Fiend controlling him, so the Fiend would win it. And just I don't know. But it was just a nice clean win, wasn't it?
There was no
Fiend. Had us going. Yeah, everyone thought Goldberg was going to come back and he didn't. He just lost and go out of there.
Yeah.
But no, I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to watch Raw tonight because it's 3 hours long. But I'm still looking forward to viewing the clips on YouTube tomorrow.
Finding out who's gonna get picked.
Yeah,
by Edge. Yeah, is he on? Is it going to be Raw? I guess we'll find out.
He was on Raw before, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if he was ever in the draft. I think he came back and then.
As a free agent.
Yeah, he said on. I don't know. Wikipedia's not that. Wikipedia just had him as Hall of Fame rather than Raw SmackDown.
Right. Oh, yeah, I did notice that. They had free agents in the Hall of Fame, like Julian Hall was just a free agent.
Yeah, no, it felt really bad especially in that one. Everyone was Hall of Fame, except for old Julian. But yeah.
No, Victoria's not. Victoria's not Hall of Fame.
Oh no, she's not actually, is she?
She should be, but she's not.
Yeah.
But there's still time for her.
Mhm.
Right then, that was the Royal Rumble. We're going to go on to the top threes. We're going to do the women's first. Who do you think got the most eliminations?
Rhea Ripley, surely.
Rhea Ripley with 7.
Bloody ask, that's a big haul.
It's the I think the top is 8 in it. Baszler and Belair both got 8 last year.
Yeah.
Who do you think was number 2 then?
Charlotte?
No, she's not in the top 3.
Can't remember who it was. I've read it for the men's one, I think, but I don't know about them. No, I can't think.
Shayna Baszler with 6.
A lot of them were in conjunction with Nia Jax, though, are they? I think.
Yeah, but I think only one with Nia Jax.
Yeah.
But she got rid of a few early on. And who do you think was number 4? I forgot where then. Who do you think was number 3 with 4?
Nia Jax.
Yeah, Nia Jax is one of them. There's another one as well. Yeah.
They want Charlotte, because we already said that, haven't we?
Yeah.
Bailey.
No, Bianca Belair.
Right, of course, yeah, the winner.
The winner. Who do you think was the longest then? Longest in the match?
It must have been Bianca Belair. Not she came number 3.
Belair, 56 minutes, 52 seconds.
Yeah.
Number 2. Naomi, 47 minutes, 39 seconds. Who do you think was number 3?
Bailey.
No.
I keep going for Bailey, don't I? She's let me down.
She's not in any of it.
No idea then.
Shayna Baszler, 41 minutes, 46 seconds.
Yeah,
Baszler.
she came in first 10, actually, didn't she? Yeah.
Yeah, Bailey was like half an hour. She went out quite early.
Yeah, because they missed it as well.
Yeah. And who do you think was in the shortest?
Right. Well, my I say pick. My draw. Shotzi wasn't in it that long, was she?
Yeah, no, she's not in the bottom 3 though.
What's her name? Jillian? No, she was in it for a while. She was in it for longer. Yeah,
she's in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I can't think there was someone who came in and went straight back out again, more or less. I can't remember who it was now. No idea.
So Carmella, 41 seconds. She was the shortest. Then Alexa Bliss, 1 minute and 2 seconds. And then Alicia Fox, 1 minute 48.
Alicia Fox. Oh, she had a big 1 minute 48.
She won the title in that 1 minute 48.
Old Foxy. Yeah.
Then the men. Who do you think was top of the men's eliminations?
Was it joint?
It is joint.
Fought with 4 each. Who was it?
Yes.
Lashley.
No.
Was it not Lashley?
No.
Sure, I read this. Damian Priest.
I'm
sure the one was Lashley. Strowman.
No.
Braun.
No, Strowman and Lashley joint second with 3. There's 2 of them are people with 3.
Edge got 3 as well, didn't he?
Edge has got 3. There's another guy
who got 4? Seth Rollins.
No, he got 3 as well.
Bloody hell. Who got 4? I read it this morning because I looked up on Wikipedia. I was very impressed by the Wikipedia people. All this stuff on there.
Well.
They were literally, as the match was going on, they were updating it. Very impressed. I can't think who it was now.
He's a champion.
He's a champion. Oh, Big E.
Big E got 4.
Yeah.
And then there was 2 people with 2.
Kane.
Kane's one of them.
Who's the one I got 2?
A former Money in the Bank winner.
Dolph?
No.
Corbin?
King Corbin, yeah. He was the other person with 2.
Nice spread of eliminations in that one, wasn't it? No one was too dominant.
Which is good.
Yeah, and the people who did come in, even Damian Priest got 4, but that looks like a big haul in it now.
Yeah. Yeah, and mid Damian Priest looked really good. Yeah. Mid Big E looked good as well.
Yeah.
So the longest people in there, obviously Edge and Orton, 58 minutes, because they were the full match. Who do you think was second? I gave a clue. It's under half an hour.
Nakamura was in there for a while, wasn't he?
Nakamura's not second or third.
Who came in the first half? Sami Zayn in there well?
No.
Was he not? Conspiracy. I'm not very good at this time. I didn't look at the longest durations because I just thought, well, it's Edge, isn't it? That'll be all you need.
I think they're both on SmackDown.
Big E.
Big E, second, 29 minutes, 45 seconds.
Yeah.
And number 3.
Also on SmackDown. And it's not Nakamura. Who else is on SmackDown? It's not one King Corbin, was it? He wasn't there long enough.
No. Yeah, he was a favourite to win.
No, Daniel Bryan.
28 minutes, 50 seconds. Right then, you should be able to get the shortest. Who do you think was the shortest?
I can't remember.
We don't need Peters.
Who was the shortest?
The Hurricane, 30 seconds.
Oh yeah.
And then, it's 53 seconds.
Kane
And
not in
then
how long was he?
I don't know how long Kane was there, but the Miz was third with a minute and 2
Oh, of
seconds.
course, yeah, he wasn't in how long ever, was he?
He wasn't in
Yeah.
that long. Then we have the top threes of the women's and the men's. I ain't got any facts, but for you lucky dogs, there's some facts come up on next week's episode. There'll be some more after that.
But Edge was the first third person to win from number one, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Which is good. I'm sure
it's exactly 11 years to the day when they won the first one.
Yeah, I'm sure there's another fact about Edges, but I can't remember what it was now.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll come back to me. But I'm sure he was announced for number 2 at first, so I'm not sure why they switched it. And also, I don't get why they never acknowledged that Rey Mysterio came in number 2 and won it. Because I'm sure at one point one of the commentators was like, must have been correlate. Coming at number 2 is just the same as number 1. And it's awkward silence. It's like, we don't say that.
It sounds hard, isn't it? Yeah.
It's just the same, isn't it?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
What do we think of Royal Rumble as a whole? Then? Another strong pay-per-view?
I really enjoyed it. Like I say, I think like WWE, like Raw gets a lot of stick for like not being a good show, and like they're probably right for the most part. 'Cause it's 3 hours long. It's just a long time of film. SmackDown's really good. I don't think there's been a bad WWE pay-per-view since the pandemic era started. Like I know there were a few awkward ones in like the Performance Center and stuff, but even they were quite entertaining. But I think they've been really good. I think like the pay-per-views have been consistently good for a long time, and I just thought this was a great Rumble.
Since I've moved to the Thunderdome,
you had your Smash Mouth start, like hot start with Goldberg and Drew.
Yeah,
I thought Sasha and Carmella was a good match. Like it's not an all-time classic. We're not going to remember it much after this.
Yeah,
but it's a good match. Kept your attention. There was the last one standing that was good. Both Rumbles were good. There was like the cool little nostalgic surprises. You always get a lot more in the women's, which I like, and I like the fact that the women's is basically just default, includes NXT as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was 2 good winners. You got your new upstart on one, and you got your old veteran looking for his last shot on the other one. You got every start you needed.
I think it's hard to do 2 Rumbles as well.
Yeah,
it's been hard to do a Rumble every year, never mind a women's and a men's, and make them different.
Yeah, it does feel like a long time, but these were quite different. And maybe that's why they did the whole Randy Orton thing, because it was Bianca and Rhea was almost like a mini match.
Yeah, that's true. And what I like about these Rumbles is sometimes they throw too many people out, and then you get weird one-on-ones.
Yeah,
there was all in both Rumbles were consistent.
Yeah,
and I love it when someone comes in and clears house.
Yeah, I was expecting a bit more because at one point they really built it up, and I thought Rhea was going to come in I know she took like 7 people out, but I thought she was going to chuck a lot more out when she came out.
Yeah, she just.
The only thing I was disappointed was like it didn't have like a face off between Charlotte and Rhea like straight away.
Yeah,
when they both came out,
I love that. Where someone comes in, clears house, and they have a little stare down.
Yeah, that would have been a nice touch.
That would have been good. But
I bloody loved it. I'd give it like a 9 out of 10 or something else. It was good.
9 out of 10. I would have gone for an 8.
Yeah,
I think it was good. I don't think there was any classic Rumbles in there, but maybe you never know, do you?
No, I am disappointed that we've got 2 more pay-per-views before WrestleMania now. But
why did they do it? Why just have 1?
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to see what happens. There's going to be a lot of twists and turns because I can't really pick any of the card. It's like it's not obvious where Edge is going to go.
No,
it's not obvious where any of the feuds are going at the moment, which is kind of exciting, really.
Yeah, but that's what you want. You don't want to be.
And that's probably what made it good last night is that you didn't know who was going to win it.
Yeah, there could have been 5 winners from each men and women. Yeah. I think, and you could have made a case for them all.
Yeah.
I think proof will be in the pudding, but I just think the Royal Rumble winners depends on the story getting to Mania.
Yeah, and it was quite easy once. It's easy once to tell. And Edge never lost the title.
Yeah,
it's coming back.
Title's not there anymore, is it?
No,
he was the world heavyweight.
Yeah, Universal's closest to it, isn't it? So let's go with that. But
that's it.
Yeah, I'm sure they can wreck on that. So
yeah, and to be fair, I know I was world champion and never lost it.
Yeah,
that fits big players. Probably going to fit Sasha, I think.
I think so. Just be an athletic good match, right? Unless we get heel Sasha again, which we need.
She's better as a heel.
So much better. She still comes across as a heel for me, so just back a heel.
I think as well they need to, when they do the shake-up, separate her and Bayley.
Yeah. Well, they kind of been separated anyway, aren't they, at the moment?
Yeah, no.
I'm very surprised at Seth and Roman's lack of interaction, given that they've been on the same brand for a while.
They did this with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens when they split, then got back together, then split again, and they were just wrestling every week. Yeah,
and in the end, it's just like always a random Raw where it's Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn.
Yeah, and then it's like, we've seen this. Just split them and let them go do the different things, and then you can bring them back later on. There's oh my god, all this history and all that. But let's see what happens. So there's been our second Royal Rumble. We've got Royal Rumble 2008 coming up on Wednesday. That's the doozy. It's a good one. And then the week after that, Royal Rumble 1992. Unfortunately, Terry Peters will be joining us for both of them.
He's back, isn't he? He's back off the YouTube. We've got him back.
So he's finished his walk, and he's coming back. Let us know though if you prefer this. It's up to you. We've got if you don't want Peters, but you think it needs a third host, there's a guy waiting in the wings.
Yeah, fucking Terry.
so that'll be good. But yeah, another strong showing for WWE, and a good, all things considered, a good 2020, and hopefully a good 2021.
Yeah, on pay-per-view. Like, I think the people who watch Raw every week will probably disagree, but yeah, pay-per-views have been fantastic for a while now, yeah.
There we go. Right then, Lou, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me at Lou Markham on the Instagram and the Twitter, and at Rest Around, which I'm starting to use more now, Ross.
That was so good. You can find me on the old Twitter as at DRossM. You can find us all on at Rest Around on Twitter, WRS Around, and Instagram. It's the same handle. We're on Facebook as Wrestling Around. Our messages are always open. If you've got a show that's not Battle Royale at the Albert Hall, not doing it.
Bash at the Beach, 97. What idea?
Bash at the Beach, 97.
We probably would have picked that one.
We may do it, potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not doing it now. Or you can send us an email, wrestlingaround@outlook.com for all that good stuff. We're on YouTube, but you find us anywhere. We're on anywhere you can get your podcasts. That's the saying, isn't it?
We're there. Anywhere you find your podcast. And on the YouTube and your Audible and wherever you want. If you want,
YouTube.
After COVID times are over, we'll come to your house and do it.
Just do exactly what we've talked about now. We'll just do it again, but live.
Yeah. Word for word.
Let us know. After COVID, of course.
Yeah.
Imagine very weird. Pause it. Even the bit that we cut out where one of us goes to the toilet, that'll be in there as well.
It'll be in there. Everything will be in there. I might leave it in because I'm editing, so I might forget. So
there we go then.
You might hear me on the toilet.
We got there in the end. We had a few technology issues at the start, but we've got there.
Hopefully this comes out right. Find out.
I think it'll be fine. If not, it's a bonus episode now. Real episode's up on Wednesday. But yeah, Lou, thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
And thank you everybody for listening. And don't forget to check out Wednesday's episode where we go back to Royal Rumble 2008.